We were trying to get our pregnancy announcement sponsored by Clear Blue.
Oh my God.
They were like considering it like back and forth for so long. And because they did follow each other, now they don't follow each other.
Yes.
And the blocking means because her comments don't appear on his posts.
Yes.
He really does relentlessly go after Mikayla for every little thing. And that's why she's like, and anyone who makes a video about this and blah, 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 like, you know, F you, whatever.
Trish, she's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and big, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
Hello and welcome back to the Just Trish podcast. Guys, it's Viva Las Vegas week. We're going to Vegas this week, and I can confirm we have a very special guest coming this week who's actually performing with me. We're performing a song. Usually I have guests, they come on stage, we do a little key, but there is a performance special guest coming. So if you're in Vegas this weekend, April 12th, if you're skipping Coachella, come see Trishella. We're going to be performing at the Cosmo. And I'm very excited. It's going to be a Vegas extravaganza. And then next week, we will be at the Radio City Music Hall in New York. I've been practicing my Empire State of Mind, and it's pretty good. I even do the Jay-Z rap, and it's pretty amazing. My billboards are in New York, so I'll be doing photo shoots around New York. I'm going to do the hot dog Britney pose. I got a hot dog, a bling hot dog. I'm not going to even tell Moses how much it is. There's like a bling hot dog at Harrods. If you know, you know. It's Judith Lieber, so if you know, you know. And I don't even like hot dogs, but it goes so well with the photo shoot, and we're doing a show there, so it's kind of like a business expense is what I think.
And kind of reusable, like 4th of July, you can, you know, do like a hot dog photo shoot, like a Jennifer Coolidge kind of vibe,
God,
right?
Okay. I'm like, I didn't know if we celebrated 4th of July anymore, but
I think everyone likes hot dogs, though.
Not
Who doesn't
me.
love a good dog? I think I do. I've been kind of craving a Costco hot dog, weirdly.
Oh, Costco food. We should do a Costco food mukbang.
I do love Costco these
Their
days.
pizza is actually so good. Mm-hmm. Reasonable. I like that. We're economical.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it will be in Boston, New York is April 15th. We'll be in Boston, April 16th at the Wang Theater. Sold out, been sold out. We still have tickets left for Vegas and New York, but it's been sold out at the Boston show. And we are doing our pro shot that day, so it's going to be really epic. We're going to have 20 cameras filming. It's going to be the Eras tour we're releasing in theaters this year.
In 3D.
In 3D.
IMAX.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, I don't really know what we're doing with it. My agent's like, should we record it? And I was like, yeah. So I don't know what we're doing with it. Maybe you'll see it. Maybe you won't. But get your tickets. We have new costumes, limited edition merch at each show, new songs at each show, special guests confirmed for Vegas, still working on a New York one. Gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a vibe. So that, and also Patreon. Patreon.com/JustTrish. We love you over there. Are we doing our trendy foods today?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I was talking about Minecraft yesterday. I not love it. I was talking about Minecraft to everyone I could. But they better still have these Minecraft adult meals. If they don't have it, because they sell out quickly, these adult meals. So if they don't have it, I'm going to be so disappointed.
And Minecraft is a phenomenon right now. And I think they have a special Minecraft sauce or something, right?
I'll try it. I'll eat it all. I don't care. I don't even like sauces, and I'll eat it all. We're going to try the Kardashian crumble. Was there one other thing we were supposed to try?
I feel like there was another Kardashian thing, no?
There was a third. Do you remember? There was a third. Now I can't remember.
We're going to have to roll the tapes.
Roll the tapes. Back, Jimmy. Let us know. Shout out Jimmy. But anyways, patreon.com/JustTrish, and shout out Jimmy, who actually probably could teach us Minecraft. We were talking about Callie learning it, but he seems to be well-versed in Minecraft.
Yeah, you said he does like Minecraft.
Oh, he does?
He was texting me about it.
Oh, why wasn't I in that group chat?
He made an edit of you. He was like, I just spent 2 hours making this. And I was like, Jimmy, you were insane, but it was so worth it.
I didn't even know what it meant. I just thought it was cute. And everyone loved it. Everyone gagged for it. They're like, this is amazing. And I'm like, okay. It's literally so good. This is the one Britney Spears one too. It's very good.
I know our audio listeners are really missing out on the Jimmy edit. So if you're an audio listener, also check out the video while you're at it.
2 hours?
He spent 2 hours making this little green screen Minecraft edit of Trisha, and it was everything. It
Jimmy,
really was.
give yourself a bonus in the invoice this month because that was so good. And I was like, I saw it on Twitter and I saw it was getting traction. I'm like, oh my God, send me. Then I saw it on his. I was reposting his, and I was gagged for it. I don't really know what it meant, but I love it. Yeah, and I love that he did that. So maybe we should do a Minecraft game with Jimmy next week. Well, I won't be here next week, but the week after.
Yeah.
Love you, Jimmy. He's just so sweet. He's just such a. He always like sends me stuff too, like little jokes. There was a joke in the last episode that no one caught. I said something about Justin Bieber.
Yes, he said that to me too. He's like, you fully missed this, and I was like, how did I miss this?
I mean, it's fine. We talk so much, and it's so funny. But he's like, just so you know, I thought this part was funny. I was like, thanks, Jimmy. We love him, Jimmy Wetzel. Check him out everywhere. He really is so good. Like, please never ever quit because. He's amazing. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, if we didn't have him, I'm like, what would we do?
I really don't know what we would do.
We don't know editors and have to find someone, and it sounds crazy. But yeah, how are you? You look cute. We're in our cozy era. We're in our black sweatpants era today.
Yeah, we are, huh?
And what's your shirt? What's your that?
Oh, it was in the Ian Charms PR kit that they sent.
Ian Charms.
Honestly, it's nice getting a little PR here and there. I'm very am I Remy Jo Bader, I guess. Whatever they send me, I'll wear. You know.
Is that what she does? Does Remy Jo wear everything?
Isn't that what you said? You would like. These are just the clothes that they sent me, you guys, when she was wearing. Yeah.
Yes. So when she lost all the weight, people were like, "Wow, you only wear designer now." And she's like, "This is just what's sent to me."
Very me. That's very Oscar energy these days.
They should pay you as our second Ian Charms mention. I hope you're getting paid for that.
Well, I mean, you did ask. I guess I could just say, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I love it though. I look like LA or something else. I was like, "Ooh, what is that?" You look cool in the denim jacket.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Everyone wants an update. Everyone's like, Oscar's going through so much, and yet he shows up, and it's so true. And they all want to make sure you're okay. People say I don't ask enough, so I need to keep asking. Yeah.
I want to make sure. It really tickles me every time.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure.
I'm okay. I really am.
Okay.
It was very nice. Everyone's comments and stuff is very sweet because I don't know. Maybe I'm just true chronically online, but I'm always afraid like. If I get vulnerable about like it's my dog, I was like, oh my God, there's gonna be people like there's people dying, the tariffs, girl. I thought in comparison, it is small, I guess, but it is still people were very validating and like losing a pet is it is big, it is traumatic. So
people care more about dogs, I think, than humans, really.
Honestly, I think you're right.
They're more sad if like something happens to a pet.
That is true, problematic but true. Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing better. Honestly, it was healing actually talking about it because I was like internalizing it a lot, just trying to get through. But I think talking about it was very nice. So yeah, I really appreciate it.
From everybody.
Yeah.
Your back's better, getting better. Not really.
Maybe on the healing journey. I think. Okay. Yeah.
Part of the process.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
part of the healing journey process. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm glad. And your sneakers, everything about you looks very cute today.
Yes.
And I got rest, so I think I feel good today, too. Yeah. We have a special guest later today in the episode. Harry Daniels is coming by.
Yes, our favorite. Honestly, a member of the team at this point.
Yeah,
honorary.
Really. Yeah. He really tries to get us the guests, and never happens. But we love
We love someone on the front lines, trying at least.
Always
That's all you
trying.
Can do. Yes.
Yeah, he's always supportive. Every time I'm in New York, he's always trying to come to the show. The Broadway show, we didn't really have any control over. I don't know if he came. Did he end up coming? I don't know. We didn't have any control over those tickets. But this one, hopefully he'll want to come to Radio City. That'll be fun. He's a New York icon, a staple, and he's here in LA today. And Moses, is that an Amazon shirt over there?
Yes.
Love it. You should put a little Amazon link.
Oh yeah,
hyperlink, a storefront.
What is it? Like to it or something?
Yes. I love it.
It's a really great shirt from all of them. It actually fits and soft.
It's beautiful. And so are you.
What is that they're wearing over there?
This is our little axolotl. We got him. He's originally, this is so crazy. Build-A-Bear, $44 for the stuffed animal, $10 for the hoodie. They resold it on Poshmark for $300.
Damn.
New with tags, though, honestly.
And it was very, very, very limited edition. It is a collector's piece, I will say.
I was gagged even before it went viral, and I saw it. And I looked right away to see if it was real. I was so gagged, and it was sold out so quickly.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I need to have this. And then when I saw that this was in a plastic and someone actually had it in their hands, it made me really excited. It is pretty cute. This is the little, it's like a little sea creature, an axolotl. Yeah,
Yes.
he lives in the ocean.
Well, lake, but
A lake, okay. And they're real or no? They are real.
Yeah.
Okay.
They look unreal. When you see them, you feel like,
You seen it?
how is this real?
You seen an axolotl
Yeah, so many of them.
in the lake or what?
No, on the video.
In video.
Yeah, like on TikTok.
Oh wow. They're not legal here, but they're legal other places.
Yeah, they are not legal in here in like 2 or 3 other states, I think. Because
Why?
in California, it's because they could be an invasive species if they breed with another salamander or something. But they are native to Mexico, but they are going extinct in Mexico, weirdly. So they're really only found in captivity or bred as pets. So
Wow.
yeah, a little fun animal factoid.
So we're saving the animals if you buy an axolotl.
Honestly, yeah, kind of,
Yeah.
because they are pretty much
Instinct.
almost extinct. They only live in one lake in Mexico, but they are going extinct there.
Where in Mexico?
I forget where. This is so okay.
Gotta go
whatever.
find it.
I don't know if this is a hot topic.
It's a hot topic. The axolotls in Minecraft. Build-A-Bear.
It's true.
Oscar's fave.
Because they are only native to this one lake in Mexico, but because the government introduced like a lot of different fish into this lake, so the people could fish and eat those fish. For those fish are eating the axolotls and taking away their food, so they became endangered and almost extinct in Mexico. So really, they're only found in captivity.
In
yeah.
this case, captivity is good.
Yeah, because if they weren't bred as like a hobby for like a pet, they would probably be like extinct, or close to extinction.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
sad that animals go extinct. That's so crazy.
I know.
Just could be wiped out one day. They're so cute too.
They are very cute.
I know Malibu really wanted this. I had to hide it until the show. I'll give it to her after. But I was
That's a
like,
cute present,
she keeps looking. She keeps looking for it. She's like, where's the little dinosaur? And I was like, oh, I know.
So the lake is called Lake, it starts with X, so I don't know how you read it, but Xochimilco.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. And it's even on their money.
The
The
axolotl?
axolotl, yeah, because it's such an important part
They have their
of
own
the
currency.
culture. Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea. That and our Dr. Simi doll, which
Yeah.
you can't see, but he's also part. Okay, we love that.
Yeah.
We love it. Do you notice our organized hallway?
That was the first thing I noticed. You guys, as soon as I opened the door, damn, not a box to be seen. It was crazy.
I give a lot of credit to my mom. Moses obviously helped too, but like my mom came over after the podcast. We were still out to lunch. We came back. My mom, when she hustles, she's like pushing boxes everywhere. She's in the garage. She's so intense with it, and she really did do a lot of it. I was trying to like organize where stuff needs to go, but she was pushing boxes around, tearing them down. She's a little beast when it comes to that kind of stuff. She loves organized. She like every time she comes to our house, she's always just like, I can do it. I can help Moses clean up things. Like she really just always wants to like organize and clean. I don't know where I did not get that, but she loves that so much.
You certainly didn't.
I did not. I know, but
Is Callie? Callie's pretty organized though, right?
yeah, they're super clean, super organized. They've always like cleaned after themselves. They're really good at like cleaning floors and toilets, like all that stuff. And it's just like never. I didn't even know. I think I told the story before. I didn't even know how like you were supposed to clean toilets until I got my first apartment. And I never cleaned the toilet. And I started getting that ring around it. And someone's like, you need to clean this. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't know. I thought they cleaned themselves because of the water. I was like, who cleaned? Not to sound like Hallie Osborne, but like my mom was like literally like, oh, I cleaned the toilets. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Because I was like, who cleaned? I didn't know you were supposed to. I had no idea you were supposed to clean. I did try to learn how to clean. I'm not great at it. It's not to say like I'm lazy, but I'm good at cleaning dishes, but I'm not good at cleaning toilets. So my mom does help. She always comes over and helps too. Moses is good at cleaning. I'm not so much, but you're good at cleaning?
I'm pretty good. Certain things. The bathroom, not really.
It's hard.
But
the rings around the thing, you have to get special soaps and stuff for that.
I mean, it's not that difficult. I mean, there's just like they sell little kits, and then it comes like on a little wand. You just kind of scrub. It's pretty quick, but yeah.
Malibu loves cleaning too. She'll be cleaning all day. Like she wants to clean everything, the floors, and I just never really got that gene. But I try. You're good at cleaning. I can't. Like he doesn't do dishes, but I can do everything else. But also just floors are hard. Like everything's hard, anyways. But people love to clean. Is my
I love
point.
to vacuum. Actually, fun fact about me.
Wow, you
the
love
most boring
vacuum.
intro
No,
ever.
I know.
But yeah, a lake in Mexico and love to vacuum.
That's
but it is true. I do
exciting.
vacuum pretty like 5 times a day. I think it's fun, but
5 times a day.
yeah, I will just take that vacuum out and
Just
go around. It's because I have
therapeutic.
the cats and like there's cat hair everywhere, so it drives me crazy, so I'm always vacuuming. But
I love a Swiffer.
you do love a Swiffer,
I do love
actually.
a Swiffer.
Yeah.
Did I do it in a routine video or something?
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
I love it, especially the ones that shoot out liquid. I do love a Swiffer. Sorry. And I feel like it's like relatable though to not like to clean. Or man, now I'm thinking now people are gonna be like, oh, hey Trisha, not
She's out of
relatable.
touch, yeah.
Yeah, but just for the record, I've always been like this. I've always, even when I was a stripper, $5 blow, I seriously still didn't know how to clean. And then someone told me I was supposed to clean, and I was like, holy shit. And you know what? Shout out my mom for always cleaning for us, but also shout out, I should have probably learned to clean, you know, to like take care of my apartment. But I do laundry. I'm good. I can do that kind of stuff, you know. There's a throw up, I'm cleaning it, you know what I mean? I can do a lot of that stuff, I think. Trash, no. Anyways, what chores do you like to do?
Let us know.
We're back to the newlyweds episode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Was there a question about chores? Oh yeah. And you got it wrong, the chores question.
Yeah, because of course it's taking out the trash.
What was
for
it?
you.
What was it though? What did I say?
You put changing diapers.
Oh, right. Like what chore does your partner hate the most?
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I'd rather take out.
No, but it's in the moment. Like in a year or two, there's gonna be no more diapers. You know, so in our entire life, trash is like the thing. Even when I didn't live with you, I would come to your house to take the trash out.
Right. That's true.
So I was thinking the big picture. You were being in the moment.
Now I feel like I'm gonna get hate for that. I was just like to
For
change
what?
your kids' diapers. I
No,
do
who
it. I
likes?
don't like
What do you
to
mean?
I don't like
Nobody-
love it.
Nobody
Someone
likes.
else gave me a little shame for that the other day in real life. They were like, "Oh, that's not very like maternal of you." I was like, just because I don't like to do it doesn't mean I don't do
Yeah.
it. Who likes to? Oh, I love changing a poopy diaper. Like no one loves it. I don't know. Anyways, this whole segment gets me canceled.
I relate to that. I mean, with with like cats or dogs, like no one likes to clean up after it. Like I'll do it if no one else is
Yeah.
around, but it's
Period.
it makes me a little queasy doing it. It makes me uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
Also,
just is.
it's one of the things I've noticed. Like as a parent, there's so much that comes down to coordination, like having really good
point.
coordination. So Trisha used to change a lot of the diapers when they were little, but like sometimes they think it's a game and they try to like.
Oh my
They just
God.
wiggle their way out of you changing their diaper, and you can close it. So it takes a lot of like coordination right
And
now.
that's what I don't have.
And that's
I get
so-
frustrated. I'm just like, help.
It is like sometimes you have to take them even off the table and try to somehow put the diaper on. So
They both love to squirm now, huh?
yeah, no, they're
Anyways.
like they think it's a game and they're rolling around, and so. But you used to change a lot when she was younger,
Yeah.
like
Thanks, babe.
But now you're picking it back up because. I mean,
now we're
Malibu
potty
is potty
training.
trained,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now you go to the bathroom with her and do the whole thing.
This intro is so
I know.
We love it, and I do.
There's so many listeners that have kids; they do relate.
Wait, can I just say one more thing about that for the kids? It's something that no one ever talks about for parenting and potty training is like when you take them to public restrooms, when they have to go to the public restroom,
Oh.
like they don't have, obviously, because you don't have like the little seats for them. And it's really, they have to like hang on to you. Like, I feel like no one ever talks about
That's
this.
true. I've never even thought about it
Right?
before.
Because I was like thinking about when I was a kid, but they literally like you kind of have to like hold them up. Like obviously you can put the seats down. My dad used to have me squat on the seat and I was doing, but now you can put the seat covers down and they kind of like have to hold on to you because otherwise they'll fall in. And then the big loud flush, sometimes it's automatic, like they don't have the thing. So the first time I took Malibu, I just remember her like screaming, being so scared of that big loud flush. My sister-in-law told me, here's a little hack, put a little Band-Aid over that sensor so that way they don't like cause them to be like scared or anything like that. Because those are scary for adults and kids. And I'm like, God, no one really talks about that, which I guess is like a weird thing to talk about. But like, I feel like I should talk about more parenting because I'm like, how do the kids go to the bathroom? You know what I mean? But anyways, is that okay to talk
Welcome
about?
to our
I don't know.
parenting.
I know. I always think it's like so innocent that someone always has to make it weird, but there it is. All right, hot topics. We're here. We're here. Do you have anything to say? Nothing?
I have more to say about that, but I don't know if that's a subject.
Your face was so like, I don't know. I didn't know if it was like cut some things or if you had more to say. Your
Oh
face
no!
was
In
holding
my
it
mind, I thought you were saying we're here and we're queer or something like that. I was just
Well,
like,
always, yeah.
I was just like,
always.
hearing, I was just like, sometimes I think about what you're gonna say next.
Oh, that's
my
a
God,
crazy
my
thing to say. Think about what you're going to say next. Love that. What's this little guy? Oh, he's from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's
We
cute.
got rock. Yeah, it's pretty punk rock over there today.
We're a punk rock
Punk-
kind of
yeah.
podcast. Punk rock.
Can I tell you about the hot topic I'm kind of obsessed with right now, though?
Yeah, please.
I'm obsessed with the conspiracy theory about White Lotus fans thinking Amy Lou Wood and Walton Goggins are feuding. Have you dug into them?
Oh, we got into this and not loving yesterday, but it won't air till like May. So
Very on brand for
I know.
Taylor. Yeah.
We were so obsessed with White Lotus yesterday, and we were talking about this because of the Walton Goggins post and all stuff. And I got really into it because I was like, how do people know they got blocked? Like, how do they know this? So let's hear the theory, because I did get into this, and I'm weirdly parasocial with, I guess a lot of people are. I guess it's not just me.
I know. I
It's
think
everyone.
I feel like on set dynamics between cast members is always kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it is interesting. Like, the Don't Worry Darling, Harry Styles, Olivia Wilde, Florence Pugh. Obviously, It Ends With Us with Blake and Justin. And now White Lotus with, like, thoughts about the cast members feuding. And at first, when I read about this conspiracy theory, I was like, oh, that's a little ridiculous. But then people are really convincing because they pull up a lot of stuff. And I'm like, damn, maybe y'all are right. So the whole conspiracy theory is that Amy Lou Wood, who plays Chelsea, and Walton Goggins, who plays Rick, have this weird kind of feud going on. Even though they both speak positively about each other during the press tour and they pose together, fans have noticed that they weren't following each other on Instagram. And people have also speculated that Walton might have blocked Amy Lou Wood because her previous comments are gone from his profile, but his comments still appear on her posts.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Why do people think he blocked her? Because I was like, why don't they just unfollow each other or something?
Yeah.
Because they did follow each other. Now they don't follow each other.
Yes.
And the blocking means because her comments don't appear on his posts.
Yes.
They're so good. The internet
Yes.
is so good.
And people were saying, well, maybe it's because she deactivated her account for a little bit like the White Lotus coming out. So maybe it was like the glitch, kind of like the Hailey Bieber not following Justin Bieber thing. But it is still kind of weird because it's been a while. So, and they like are posting photos of each other. So why wouldn't you have fixed the follow? And also she's following his glasses account, but she's
the Walton Goggins
Yes.
goggles. They still haven't come in. I was hoping they'd be in for today.
So it was quite odd because after the finale, Walton posted a lot of photos about her.
Like 18 photos in a
18
dump.
photos, yes.
And it's like behind the scenes. So it's not even just like their characters. It's like, no, this is Walton and Amy filming in Thailand behind the scenes hugging each other.
Yes. And they tag the other cast members whenever they post behind the scenes, but they don't tag each other. And they both posted like photo dumps after the finale, and they both used the same Fleetwood Mac song, Silver Springs.
And what does that mean? Because I saw a lot of people say that. Is that like a romantic song? What does that mean?
I think people are just, because basically the speculation is, I don't know if there's literally any kind of truth to this at all, but this conspiracy is that they had some kind of affair or something, and that could be like a connection that they had with this song.
That's crazy though. But like, if you had the affair and then now you regret it and block it, why would you use the song? That's so weird.
Yeah, exactly. So it is.
That's a
kind of
crazy,
weird,
a little crazy theory.
but all this was kind of picked up because Jason Isaacs, who plays Tim Ratliff,
he's always the problematic
He's at the
one.
scene of the crime.
What is he? Is he in his 60s and he's just drama?
A little messy.
Messy. He was
queen.
talking about how there was drama on set. I was like, can we just like relax?
Yes.
Jason Isaacs.
Because he did an interview with Vulture, and he said some people got very close. There were friendships that were made and friendships that were lost.
Oh my God.
They say in the show what happens in Thailand stays in Thailand, but there's an off-screen White Lotus as well with fewer deaths but just as much drama.
Oh my God. Okay.
He
Damn.
said, I became very close to some people and feel less close to others, but we still all had that experience together, and there's a certain level of discretion required.
Wow.
And
Okay,
then-
T-Channel.
He is
just like giving
T-Channel.
all this.
And then he did another interview after that with the New York Times where they did like a follow-up about the drama. And he said, obviously people form friendships, but we weren't one great big homogeneous happy family. It was a large group of people away from home, unanchored from their normal lives. I'm not going to break ranks and say who did what to whom, but it certainly wasn't a holiday. So,
well, you're doing worse by
Too
not
much.
saying. You're like, because if it's something so innocent, everyone's just gonna like speculate. Like, what?
Because it really could be just like maybe some people weren't getting along because Walton Goggins isn't following Amy Lou Wood, like I said, but he's also not following Jason Isaacs or Parker Posey.
Ooh.
So maybe it's something between, Walton and those two. I don't know. Amy is just not following Walton Goggins.
Oh, that's only one?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
and he wasn't at the White Lotus down the
yes,
street.
and he wasn't at the finale event, and neither was Michelle Monaghan, who plays Jackie.
Oh, what does that mean? Where does she tie into this?
So people think maybe there's drama there too. I don't know. But to his defense, Walton said that he was very much like to himself in Thailand. I think he opened up about like after his wife unalived herself in early 2002 that he had a similar journey of going to Thailand and feeling lost. So maybe that also has something to do with it.
Oh
like
my gosh,
he just maybe wasn't part of the cast or whatever. So maybe, and also his character is kind of like a lone wolf, so maybe he didn't want to get too.
That's what I would think. Like, I don't know if you're like method acting and that kind of stuff. Maybe you don't want to like bond with the other cast members. He also just seems like someone to himself. He's also like, I don't know the other ones if they're married or not, but like I just know he's like been married for a long time to his wife now. So maybe he's just like, I don't know, to himself. I wonder if their families come. I always think about that because the guy who was the cute one in season 2, not the like really hot one that everyone thinks, but the other one, the one that Theo James. He like brought his wife and like he had like a 6-month-old at the time and brought them over. So I always wonder if they like bring over their families or they just like leave them.
I think so because Amy Lou Wood was talking about bringing her friend out, but she was like, we don't really go out because we burn too easy. So yeah, she said we only would go to the beach like towards sunset. So I think they did bring like friends and stuff from their stories.
Because it always seemed so they would I wonder. So you always wonder if they could bring. Because if I brought my family, I'd probably be isolated too. But then I guess like part of it, I don't know. I've never been on a set, but you probably want to bond with people on the set. I don't know how that works. I don't know.
Yeah, especially it's so long, 8 months. Like that is crazy.
Yeah, you have time to bond and have your family, I suppose.
Sam, who plays Lachlan, said even that one episode where they were on the boat, before like the big full moon party or whatever, he said that episode took a whole month to film. A month filming that episode on the boat.
How?
I don't know. What? So if you're like on the boat stuck with people for like a month, like full workday stuck on a boat.
A month? The Titanic, all the Titanic sinking took a week. So I was like, how did that take a month? And that was people sliding down, going in the freezing cold water on the boat. Like, I don't understand.
I know, because they were just kind of hanging out on the boat, right? But I'm really curious about the working dynamic of this show. I mean, it works because it's such a good show, but
I have a feeling like Mike White just wants to like hang out. He's just like, let's like elongate
really
this.
Take our time, yeah.
Because like, what do you mean that takes a month? That's so crazy.
I'm so fascinated though by like the behind the scenes of it, because then also Mike White is kind of being very open about like feuding with the composer.
Was he on Howard Stern?
Yes.
I kind of hate that people go on Howard Stern anymore. Like, isn't he? I'm sorry. When you talk about problematics, it's like, I guess whatever. I guess I should have forgiveness. You know what? I'm learning that. You're right. If I hold people to their past, I need to be. But the difference is Howard Stern has never apologized for calling women fat.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, I think he needs to have like accountability before he dies. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not fair that people can just go on. I get it. He's big and whatever like that. And I love that he's like, okay, liberal now. We love it. Feminist, great. But like, acknowledge that you were a person for so many years, including my formative years where I thought like I had to ride a Sybian to get a man's attention. You know what I mean? Or I had to be so skinny and perfect. If I didn't have fake boobs, Howard Stern wouldn't like me. So I feel like he has to apologize to a big generation of millennials out there. But Mike White was on there talking about the composer of, which is crazy. Did you hear what it was supposed to be and what Mike White said no to?
No, I didn't hear what
it's on X.
Oh, wow.
I think it's real. You know me. I can always get duped.
Yeah, you do be falling for a lot of things.
But it sounded good. Like, it sounded like more like the original ones, but a little bit different. It sounded, oh man, I wish I could find it. I should have sent it to you. But it sounded like really good. And he like, this is the one that Mike White like said no to.
Oh.
And so they just like, because it had more of that, like that weird sound in it. Yeah, I guess he said he was just mad that he like, which I kind of agree with Mike White. If you wait until like the finale is about to air and then you like try and drop some like lore that makes someone look bad, I think that is a little, it was almost like, it's like the timing of things, right? It's like Ethan Slater's wife, like granted she can tell her story and obviously like he was a person to do what he did, but it is like, you know, when the Wicked hype is happening to drop the expose.
I see.
I get it. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're hurt, but waiting for that is like kind of crazy. But like, let's wait until it comes out and it's like a big movie and then talk about it. I don't know.
I think for the White Lotus in particular, it was a little bit more, I think the intention was a little bit more devious because I think the composer did have like an agenda against Mike White and wanted to make him look bad, you know? Ethan Slater's White X, I feel like maybe it was just everywhere, so it was hard to see. Like, it was so in her face. But I think with the composer, he definitely
had it
had
out.
Yes, because they were just having such creative differences in the way they talked about each other. You can tell that he was like annoyed with Mike White. So,
but Mike White's like, I just gave some notes, which I also kind of understand that side. There's been times where people, I'm like really nice, and then the minute you turn like a little bit like a little aggressive towards someone, or you like really want to make your point across, they're like, damn, okay, like someone's in a bad mood today. It's just like, all I said was I didn't want this, you know what I mean? And it can like come across. So I can understand that too. We have to see the emails. I think the emails need to let's see what you actually wrote.
It's like to me, I'm like, well, it is his show. It is his concept. So like, wouldn't you want to like, collaborate? But sometimes creative people get so like possessive of what they do.
I mean, because that's their art, that's their craft, and they don't want to
especially when it's like your show that you created.
Yeah.
And
but I think for season 3, the score was really good. Like, especially throughout the finale, like whatever changes they made, it was like there was so much tension and it was so good. So
we said that from the beginning, and the music was like always like the best part when it was like slow at the beginning. Like the music was such a good part.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get back together. Maybe this is like a little PR move.
Yeah. Because they obviously work well. The end result is good, despite the process being a little messy.
And the theme songs go viral. Like the first 2 theme songs every year on TikTok would go viral. Like people were like, it's in our head. We love it. So, yeah. I'm surprised Mike White didn't interview because he doesn't, right? He doesn't do press.
I think he's kind of specific about what he does because he's done like a couple random podcasts and stuff too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they, even with like the White Lotus, like the show in general, they do very like specific random press.
Like so random.
Yeah, like very, a lot of prints, like the Hollywood Reporter and even
That was cool.
Yeah. So, but even the Hollywood Reporter, like that photo shoot, Walton Goggins and Jason Isaacs were in separate like groups of the cover. So I was like, oh.
I think Jason Isaacs is the problem. He seems problematic and everything. I think Walton's to himself. This is just literally me having no idea who any of these people are.
Projection.
Yeah, it's just a random. I feel like he's to himself. He has a wife. He has like you said, he had a first wife that like unalived herself. He went to Thailand, so he's like going through a lot there. His character, he has to mentally be in that space. The photo dump was odd. It is a weird one to do. Like if you're not following each other and you're in a weird place, whether you're in a weird place or a good place, I think the photo dump is odd either way because like you are married. I get like having an homage to your character, but his was like a long. It's like something I'd write to Moses on Valentine's Day. Like, oh my God, this is the true love story together forever. Like just like. I was like, okay, like, damn, you know.
To his defense, though, and I just learned this because his fans were giving, like, the background. Like, he does that, I guess, with every project.
Co-star?
Yes, because he did, like, I think an Architectural Digest or whatever, the house tour thing.
Okay.
And he even, like, his last co-star, he even had, and it was a guy. He just got so attached to him and wrote about him as if he was, like, in love with him just because he was so passionate. And even had, like, a framed photo of them, like, in his family, like, gallery wall in his house. So I think he's just very intense with his roles, so I think that's kind of his style but obviously because it's a young girl who is like plays as love interest, I'm sure people are like,
that'd be crazy if you hung that in his house, be like, this is me, and you know what I mean? Even
at least she has me cosplay them, you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah,
like we have all those pictures, but I'm playing all those
characters. Could you imagine I just like hang up me and Bowen Yang in the front like foyer just from SNL, be like, here we are, and I was like so in love with him, you know what I mean? That'd be like weird. I don't know, it's like weird. I did write a little love letter, I guess, to him, but I try to keep it cute, like, you know what I mean? Because you just, I don't know, it's a little okay, but I like if that's his thing. That's his thing. He's an artist, I guess. He just felt the passion. They were cute together. Not gonna lie.
And people were also speculating that it was odd that his wife was with him at the Righteous Gemstones premiere, but she was not with him at the White Lotus premiere.
Which is a big one.
Yes.
I'm going to that White Lotus premiere if that's gonna happen.
And then obviously he missed the big finale event. So there are some odd things. I feel like the conspiracy theory is probably more interesting than what actually
for sure.
But
although I don't know because
I think Jason Isaacs is really
messy. We need him on the podcast.
Yes.
Why are you so messy, sir? What's going on in your life? Like, I need to know.
Because just giving this of like your own, all this information and like drama of your own free will is so wild. But maybe it's because he's British. Is he just like, blunt? I guess.
What happens if you're British?
Are they just really blunt?
I guess. It is crazy he was British. That is wild. Like, what a weird casting for that role.
Well, I guess even Amy Lou, but.
Oh, yeah, she was. But she was British on the show, right?
She kept her accent. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the girls never talk. Like, Leslie Bibb never gives an interview or anything like that, right? We never hear from Carrie Coon.
Carrie Coon did interviews, but nothing ever, like,
scandalous.
to like that implied there was all this kind of drama or anything either.
That's so funny. The last person you would think that would talk about the drama on there on a set was
I know,
because
because
NDAs.
Yeah, it's so odd. Yeah,
So
I don't
odd.
know. But yeah, it's funny how I think the White Lotus is also just so big now too that everyone's like really
Like
invested
obsessed
in it.
with
Yeah,
the background of it all.
yeah. I wonder
and-
how long it'll last. There really is nothing else going on in
It goes so quick. Like
Yes.
everything in the news circuit. It is funny how like quickly we forget. Like you
Yeah.
become obsessed, then we forget, and then something else like You or something will come along and
Oh,
everyone's
true.
talking about
You
that.
is really on the horizon. That definitely.
Yeah, which
will
like
be
it
big.
doesn't even seem like it could compare at this point. I'm like, oh my god, no, it's not gonna even be a White Lotus. But You is pretty big,
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like
Or
that'll
like
be talked about.
Bridgerton, you know, like you're so in it
That's
when it
true.
happens, and now I never think about it until.
You're so right. We were so obsessed with Bridgerton. I do think about Bridgerton on the daily though. I think about it quite often, but yeah, when it came out, it was so big.
And Megan Fahey, who was from season 2, she has a movie coming out. So I hope like people remember and like want to go see it.
Yes,
airdrop.
my makeup artist was at the premiere last night.
Oh my God,
at
no
the
way.
Chinese theater. Did you get invited?
No, I don't. I haven't checked my business email, so maybe. But
He said he was there, and I looked up the cast because he was telling me, and someone gets airdropped something dubious and
Yes.
suspense entails, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, it's the
it
girl
looks
from White
good.
Lotus.
Yeah, I love Megan
Do-
Fahey. So.
I love her, but like the movie concept is crazy.
Oh, I love it. It's kind of like a camp concept, but the reviews about it are really good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's horror-ish, like Scream camp, like how
Okay.
camp how in the way that Scream was. So, or like I Know What You Did Last Summer. It gives me kind of that vibe.
That's coming back too. Both of them are coming back, right?
Yeah, you're right. I
Didn't
Know
I
What You Did
see-
Last Summer is in July.
This year?
Yeah,
Are they filming it now?
I think they've wrapped already.
Oh, because I saw photos of like Freddie Prinze and like
Yeah,
Jennifer
Sarah
Love
Michelle
Hewitt.
Gellar. Yeah, Madeline Klein is
Is she a new one?
I think the main girl in it. Yeah,
Madeline Klein again?
she's from Outer Banks.
I've never seen that one. I need to see it.
Honestly, I've only saw season 1. You know, I just live for just like a cute, beautiful blonde,
Little
perfect
girly.
girl. Yeah.
Okay. I have to watch. I don't know her. That's so weird. I usually would know these people.
I
but-
just live for her. I don't know. The show's not really my vibe. It's kind of, I mean, girls love it, but it is a little broy for my taste personally.
I
but-
always just remember Toddy and Scotty from the Vlog Squad up to
That
Outer
makes sense.
Banks.
That makes
like
sense.
he redid
Yes,
a
yes,
whole
yes.
series of Outer Banks. Like they tried to recreate it. I was like, this is weird.
That seems very much like on
Okay.
brand. Yeah.
That's why I was always like, no, I don't need to watch
But I
that.
love Madeline Klein.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'll watch it for that. And you said the guy from It Ends With Us is in it too.
Oh, yeah. Brandon,
Alice.
Brandon Sklner, whatever his name
I
is.
could
But
watch it. Streaming or is it
Airdrop?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's in theaters this weekend. Yeah.
you gonna go?
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. I've
Wow.
been since I saw the trailer. I'm like, this looks like fun.
God, there's so many things I want to see in theaters.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
missing
you're falling
it.
behind.
I know. I think I'll see Minecraft before I see that. though.
Yeah,
I
probably.
gotta see Minecraft. I gotta know what it's about.
By the time you see it, like everyone would have moved on. It'll be
I
like
know. We'll
it'll be
be-
like Jurassic Park.
Yes, we'll cosplay it in the summer. I'm like, okay, finally got my axolotl costume. Don't worry. I know. I need to see it.
Well, you can cosplay it. You just come. I'm Steve. You can.
Who's Steve? That's crazy. Who is Steve?
Steve, good question.
Did you just make that up?
No,
You know Steve from Minecraft?
I think that's what Jack Black.
That's Jack Black's character. Yeah. I don't know the lore.
He just put a
Wow.
beard and what is it, blue shirt?
Yeah, the
and-
blue
I
shirt.
think I'd probably be able to cosplay at that than you. You could be Jason Momoa.
Oh, thank
But
you.
Jason Momoa wears pink, so isn't that better for you?
Oh, he does in the show?
In the movie.
Oh, I saw their like PR. They were wearing like crochet things.
Yeah.
Oh, why does he wear pink? Is he like part of the Axolotl crew?
I have no idea what the costuming decision was, but he wears a pink jacket.
Done and done. I would love. Oh my god, I love that for him.
The crochet was a gift from Jason Momoa to Jack.
How do you know that?
That's what Jack Black said.
He said that. He said Jason Momoa made this
And it
for
was
us?
huge on him. I think it was kind of a funny gag because
It was huge on Jack Black,
yeah,
but that was like,
like long, like
but that's probably considered on Jason Momoa's part because he probably like, oh, he wants something oversized.
Yeah.
Because I don't know,
That's
I
true.
would.
That is his style anyway. right?
Yeah, 3X everything. I always feel like Jack Black when I wear oversized things. Today was my Jack Black day with sweatpants and I love an oversized outfit. Like it just makes you feel skinny. Like I always wear 3X everything because I'm like, oh, I'm so tiny.
It is
in
the perfect life hack.
Yeah. I always go up a size. I remember as a kid, I always would like, I would buy sizes too small for me. I try and squeeze into like mediums or like 10s. And it's like, but then you look crazy.
Uncomfortable all day too.
Uncomfortable. No one knows the tag size. And then the minute I started buying for my size, I was like, wow, it's kind of life changing.
Yeah.
Buy your size. It's a little life hack. yeah, the White Lotus drama is everywhere, but I think people won't care in like a week. I am excited. I love when they announce the cast, because I remember when they announced the season 3 cast, and I remember being like, oh, I don't know any of these people, but then like
I know,
really good.
me too.
I wonder
Yeah,
who they're gonna cast, because like we were talking too. It's like it can't be like A-list. It's got to be something.
yeah. But now it's such a hot show that, like, those A-list actors are like, let me get in there,
I really do think, I know we love Jack Black. I really think Jack Black, because they work together. We looked up Mike White's resume. He did Nacho Libre too.
Oh, he did Nacho Libre too?
He wrote Nacho Libre. He wrote School of Rock. He did Despicable Me 4. We were looking up the whole lore of him yesterday. Yeah, he like wrote a bunch of stuff. So
I didn't know he was on The Amazing Race.
Oh, wait, we didn't talk about this? Someone told me him and his dad were on there.
Yeah, him and his dad were on there. I knew. I watched him on Survivor, but I didn't know he was on The Amazing Race. I love that he's a reality show diva. That is the secret to writing like good characters.
Didn't he say that on the Howard Stern show too? He's like, I just watch reality TV.
Yes.
Like I don't like the drama or something. Okay.
Yeah, and how he thinks some people like write him off because he thought the composer didn't take him serious because he just like watched a lot of reality TV. Like it's below.
That's a wild take, because like you've written all these movies and White Lotus. I think people take you pretty seriously. But
yeah.
Well, I mean, it has a good format for a reality TV.
True.
The
White Lotus.
The White Lotus. It's kind of like a combination between the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills and Big Brother.
Oh yeah.
Like you put fancy people in a hotel. And
people are nominating a lot of the Desperate Housewives, like Marsha Crossing, to be on it.
Oh, that makes sense.
That'd be really good, actually, because she's good on all those stuff.
But I feel like the secret is doing unexpected people. So if I were Mike White, I would look at the list and be like, no.
Wait, I need my phone. Can I get my phone? This is relevant to the thing. Sorry, this is like really important. It's not that important, but it's important to me, and I need to thank you. I would never ask you to get up and give me my phone.
Is it another Schemes order?
No, and I still can't order it on my computer either. I can't, because I wanted to get the black dress too. I think I'm blocked. I think my IP or whatever. Is it IP? I don't know. What is it when they can like verify who you are?
Yeah, IP address.
Is that what it is? Like, when you're anonymous, but like we can find you through the IP. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. This account has 9.4 million. Bustle. Do we know Bustle?
Oh, yeah, they're like a publication.
Oh, is it like print or is it just...
I think they're just digital.
Okay. They had the people they want to see on White Lotus.
Oh, are you on there?
Yeah. How am I going to find it though? Okay, let me see. Hold on, wait. It's so important to me. And I responded. I'm like, thank you so much. Oh, and they wrote manifesting. Number 6 was Trisha Paytas. So it says manifesting it for you. Thank you, Bustle 9.4. But let me see who else was on here because I loved it. How do I get to this thing?
Can you click the post?
Oh, see. Oh, wow. Okay. Here's who we want to see in the White
Brenda
Lotus season 4.
Song.
Yeah. Oh, right away. I was like, Brenda Song, Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, Lindsay Lohan, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Okay, I actually like this.
Okay. So number 1 was Brenda Song. Makes sense.
Genius, yeah.
Love her.
I love
Showgirl.
Brenda Song.
I love her too. 2 was Gabby Windy, which we also love.
Oh, yeah.
Gabby Windy would be amazing. 3, Stanley Tucci.
Oh, love.
He's in everything, so you might as well put him in White Lotus. 4, Lindsay Lohan. I mean, that's the comeback we need. Number 5, Coleman Domingo. Do we know him?
I love Coleman
What's
Domingo. He from? He just did a movie called Sing Sing. But he's gay, so we love. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, we need that. Number 6, Trisha Paytas.
Love. Right under Coleman Domingo.
Yeah.
That's fierce.
I was also looking at that Getty image from my Broadway show. My Getty images are popping these days. Okay, that was it.
How far you've come getting images.
But then look at number 7. Kyle MacLachlan. Have we not been championing him for so long? If I got on White Lotus with Kyle MacLachlan, like, watch out, okay?
Oh my God, Amy Lou. You'd be Amy Lou and Walton.
That's what I'm saying. My post, my love post. I've loved you since the beginning. I made my husband cosplay you. I mean, how many times have you cosplayed him? You did Showgirls. You did Orson from Desperate Housewives.
That's true.
Flintstone. Like, you've done him so many times. Like, I'm obsessed with him. Kim Cattrall.
Oh, love, yes.
Elaine Hendricks would be good. Number 9.
Oh, yeah, from Parent Trap. She's iconic.
How many are there? I don't know. Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Also kind of an everything, though, right?
Kind of an everything.
Yeah.
Also maybe too big for it. You know
Unless
what I mean?
he's the hotel manager.
Oh, that's actually kind of subversive.
He has that.
Yeah, but it's usually from the country they're from. You know, like Italy. Well, I guess, yeah. Maybe just Italy. I don't know. Jeremy Strong, do we know him?
He's from Succession, I think.
Oh, okay. Kelly Rutherford. She looks familiar.
She's from Gossip Girl.
Oh. Okay.
She's Blake Lively's mom in Gossip Girl.
Oh, she looks like from something else too. Okay. How many are there? Oh my God, wait, there's a lot. Okay. Oh, there's only a few more. Max Greenfield, do we know him?
He's from New Girl.
Wow, look at you, pop culture expert. I feel like we're on a trivia show right now. That's crazy. Kristen Wiig, we love her.
Well, yes.
She looks like White Lotus there for sure.
Well, she
And
had,
then-
she had that show that we watched.
Oh, Palm Royale. Yes.
Oh, that's giving. That
That
was
was the
giving.
style.
That was trying to be White Lotus for sure. I think Leslie Bibb was on that too, actually. And then finally, the Rose family from Schitt's Creek.
Oh, that also.
whole family.
The whole family.
Yeah, the whole family,
yeah.
which is kind of true because we would love to see all of them go on
Well, they
vacation.
have a hotel, so it should happen over
Oh,
there.
yeah, a little crossover.
Well, it's having 4 seasons, but maybe they get their money back. But Moira Parker Posey was giving Moira a lot. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
think that
I
was
see
the
that.
blueprint for her.
Yeah, I love the blueprint. Yes, that's so random. You know, like sometimes you're just like, how do people think of me?
There's
Like, it's weird.
There's a young Gen Z gay over there somewhere petitioning for you to be on it. Which
Shout
love.
out, honestly, yeah. That's like the person that interviewed me at People Too was like a young gay, and I was like, I love it. He's like, I so apologize for anyone before me. People's kind of sad though. They post like really sad things a lot.
People covers a lot because they cover celebrity news, entertainment news, but they also do like human interest stories and true crime and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They just
and-
cover a lot of beats. Well, you kind of segged me up.
Psych me
Perfect segue to I had a Gabby Windy hot topic really randomly.
Wow.
Did you see her little scandalo?
Oh.
It was
Oh,
pretty.
yeah.
Moses is on
Oh my
it.
God! Is there one
Hey.
hot topic you
Moses
haven't
has
seen?
seen it all.
How did you not see Gabby's hot topic?
Gabby's hot topic, or like she said
She's
it?
feuding with the guy from The Bachelor. And they're going back and
The
forward.
guy
and
from The Bachelor. I saw she was tweeting with Michael Bublé. Is that different?
Different.
Okay,
yes.
because she's like, I hate Michael Bublé. I Dancing with the Stars. I was like, granted, we all hate Michael Bublé, but I was like,
What?
damn.
what? Doesn't he do Christmas songs?
He just seems. He seems dubious. Like, I just know there's a ton of stories about Michael Bublé that are like, ooh, okay. What is this one? Who's the guy from The Bachelor? Which one?
Clayton ECHARD. He was the. I don't go here, y'all. So I'm not
Same.
Bachelor Nation. I haven't checked in for a Bachelor season in quite some time.
No, neither.
I am a gaggy. I am a gaggy enthusiast, though. Love that
Same.
girl.
Yep.
So I had to like look into the lore a little bit. So I know a little bit about their lore, but Gabby was one of the contestants on Clayton's season of The Bachelor before she was the Bachelorette. And anyway, she was on Las Culturistas. And
She was?
oh yeah, well yes.
What an icon.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They've had like Lady Gaga, Ariana, Mariah. Icon.
Gabby Windy. Yes,
Love that.
yes.
Period.
And she was talking about her Clayton, and she called him a quote toe-looking unquote, and said that he posts these like dancing videos to his Instagram and TikTok, and she said that his dancing videos would make a person run and wish you didn't have eyes. So Clayton responded by saying. By calling out Gabby, saying bullying people for their physical looks and their passions is completely unnecessary, and behavior like this needs to be called out so that hopefully it isn't continued. You have a massive platform and influence, Gabby, so I hope you can reflect upon this moment and be better going forward. Gabby, what you're doing is bullying. There is no other way around it. You're attacking me for my physical appearance. You're attacking me for my passion that I love that's changed my life. It's unnecessary and it's not funny. Now,
Wow. Okay.
it was
well,
a little intense.
It was just a little. The comment was the toe looking part. Was
yes,
the,
yes.
Okay.
But granted, so
Toes are
and
cute.
the dancing.
and the dancing, which okay,
I'm like, he's on TikTok doing dances.
Yes.
Was
People are
is
gonna-
he bad or is he good?
he's fine. It's like I think this is the context is a girl talking about her ex-boyfriend who did her dirty.
Oh,
'Cause
this is who won her Bachelor or was on her Bachelor.
She was the final 3 with Clayton.
on his Bachelor.
Yes, and the lore for their season is that there was 3 final girls. He had them all at the rose ceremonies together. Told them that he was in love with all of them. He told them to their face that he had sex with all of them, like without their consent to say that. So he sat there. He said he said that he had sex with all of them as they were standing there on this rose
What did
ceremony
he say?
awkwardly.
How did he say it? That's crazy. He's
He
like,
said
I
that
had
he's
sex
like-
with all of you guys.
He said that he was intimate with all of them. Yeah, and as they're all standing there together.
like surprising them live on air.
Yes.
Like he said it in public on air. That's the
yeah,
first time
okay.
they heard about it. That's the first time.
God.
So
That is kind of a wild thing to say.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
And they just had to stand there during this like really long and awkward rose ceremony as he was going on. And then afterwards, he begged each of them to stay, made them meet his family just a day or two after this rose ceremony, and then decided to throw them a new one by breaking up with them at the same time.
All of them?
he broke up with Gabby and I forget the other girl's name, but you know how her season was the 2 bachelorettes. It's because they were the 2 that got dumped by Clayton weirdly. But he like was really stringing them along. He made it, obviously that's the nature of The Bachelor. You know, you date a lot of people, you fall in love with different people, but he really strung them along and made it a lot more traumatic than it needed to be.
I just feel like they shouldn't be having sex with the people if they're not like, especially all of them. Okay, I can see. Okay, maybe there's 2. I don't know. Let's test it out. See what are the 2. But all 3 of them, and then you jump 2 of them at the same time.
And then you just drop that bomb in front of all of them without like their consent to even say it.
So did he apologize to her?
No, he has, after the show, he has since gone on a mental health journey, if you will. He got really into wellness and all of that. But like, if that's your ex and you did her dirty, obviously, it's to me, it was more like girl venting about her ex-boyfriend. And granted, Clayton is a 6'5" white, like a college football player. He is very conventionally attractive, so it's not like she was punching down.
Right. It's not like me calling an ex-boyfriend a toe looking, because you look like a toe.
Yeah,
a wrinkly toe,
he's
but
like a
toe.
model, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like she's punching down. Obviously, she was attracted to him at one point. That's why she was on the show and like slept with him and everything. So
he took it a little crazy to be like, that's not okay, you're bullying.
Bullying is crazy.
Crazy, because that's like relentlessly being like toe looking, ugly. Like that's like just over and over saying it.
It's like, obviously he's attractive. I think the word bullying, like I'm more concerned about the kids in school who are being bullied for the color of their skin or their sexuality. Like that, to me, bullying is just such an intense word. So to say this is bullying, I'm like, it's just a girl talking because you did her dirty.
Yeah,
like,
which I totally get and love. But I do think a good rule of thumb is to like, oh my God, ignoring an ex is just the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially Gabby, who's thriving. Like, obviously say whatever you want because I'm all about it too. Like, drag an ex all day long. But I do love, when I can, taking a high road. You know what I mean? Because then it's like, I don't even think about you. You know? As Justin Bieber says, like, I didn't want to write this song because I didn't want to. It's my only Justin Bieber song. The one song I know. I don't want anyone thinking I care when I still don't, you know? And that's period on that. So, I'm definitely Team Gabby, obviously.
Yeah, me too.
You know, and if she wants to call you a toe, you're a toe because you put out her business, her sexual business on air. You dumped her.
Strung her along. And just made that experience worse than it had to be for her.
Yeah,
so.
and like I said, I should support any girl that wants to like drag their awful ex, do it all day long. But sometimes it does feel better when you're like, especially when you're succeeding and thriving. Like I think when I was like, this is like her moment. Clearly, she's number 2 on the list for White Lotus. I'm number 6. So it's like, this is your moment. Just keep going, and then that ex would be like, damn.
Honestly, too, because I also didn't know about him until I had to go look him up to get the lore.
Yeah,
but it was crazy though, because the Bachelor Nation was very much pro Clayton. And I was like, y'all, what? Like, I feel like we've lost the plot a little bit.
They're toxic. Bachelor Nation is toxic. I think they favor men. I don't really know much about it, but it seems to favor men because the season we started, Moses just left. But the season who was the one we liked? He did not like him. He was like kind of dumb. Do you remember? He was like good looking, but kind of dumb, just kind of like white with like.
You're describing pretty much 95% of every Bachelor contestant that's been on the program.
I think his name was Zach. I don't know. He was really boring, but we watched that whole season or whatever. But he did the same thing. He like said, I had sex with you in the fantasy suite. Just something so random and so weird. And I was like, and then he like broke up with her. And the person he didn't have sex with, he ended up picking. I was like, you are weird. And then the Bachelor Nation was behind him and supported him. I'm like, toxic. I don't like it. I don't like those shows. We kind of stopped watching too. I kind of liked it. Kind of thought it was funny. And I'm like, this kind of feels like a humiliation kink or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I was into it for a bit. I think for me, it just got very, kind of repetitive, you know, because it is kind of the same. It's like literally like the same format, the same like archetype, same tropes over and over again.
Always.
And there's so many seasons.
The guys always have to strip every episode. There's always a competition where the guys are strippers. Then there's a competition where the women are. Oh, did you see that the Bachelor? What's the one? Golden Bachelor is doing. They're going to be going to Paradise. Some of the old Golden Bachelor people that didn't make it, they get to go to Paradise to find each other.
Like, are the oldies segregated from the young ones, or what? Or are they intermingled?
I would hope. That'd be so weird. Like they're dating like the young ones.
Yeah, the senior citizens.
I think they're doing their own.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I mean, that would be weird. Yeah, but I like that second chance at love.
I like the idea of that. Yeah.
I wonder how the second couple did on Golden Bachelor. You never hear anything about Joanne.
Yeah.
That should be called like more like Heaven Island.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, that's a not.
What?
That's a wild thing.
die?
Moses just popped in. I mean, we're all going to, I guess, one day. But yeah, they should do a celebrity bachelor. Have they ever done that?
I don't think so. Not and like I guess like a Flavor of Love or like
did
Rock
love
of Love.
those
That is kind
shows.
of the tea, but
I don't like Bachelor. We stopped watching it.
I
don't support
randomly
it.
I had one more Bachelor related
Oh, no.
topic, and not because I like the Bachelor, but because I thought the idea was interesting. And I do remember Caitlin Bristow. She was on a season I watched. I forget which one. But she got backlash because she called out her ex from the show, Jason Tartick, because he took her baby name for his pet dog.
Oh, I hate that bullshit.
Oh, okay, so you're on her
Someone
side.
was like, "Oh, we're naming our dog Elvis," and I, no, you're not. Especially because it's someone
Oh, wait,
close
someone
to
you
me.
know? Oh.
Yeah, someone's like, "Oh, we're gonna." I think they even like asked my mom, like, "Oh, are they like set on Elvis?" Because we were gonna, we're about to name our dog that. I was like, Elvis has been my baby name since I was like a little kid. I was like, no, you're not taking that as your dog's name. That is so annoying.
Okay, because everyone was like, I feel like the majority of the internet was against her. I was kind of on her side too a little
What?
bit.
No, that's
because-
weird. That's crazy.
Okay.
Especially an ex, because I've told all my exes names of my babies. If one of my exes named their babies Elvis or Malibu Barbie, I'd be like, or their dog or whoever I'd be like, that's so weird. Especially that's all I've ever talked about was like, these are my names for my kids.
Okay, T, because
Yeah.
she said that it's first of all the name was Teddy, so I think that's where she got a little bit of backlash because it is kind of like a generic name for I guess a dog too. But she said that it was her dream baby name and that they had talked about this together for years because they were together a long time. And then he did get a dog and named his golden retriever Teddy. And she called him out for that, but then she got a lot of backlash, and she had to kind of like respond to it.
Did she apologize? I hope she didn't.
No, not really. She said, yes, Teddy is a common dog name. Yes, he can name his dog whatever he wants. And it's effed up that he knew it was my dream baby name. We talked about it for years. Yes, I have major things to work on in relationships, and I've already done so much work. I've seen tremendous growth in myself. I'm so proud of who I am today. My timeline is processing, and being who I am doesn't have to look like anyone else's standard for a timeline. So she kind of like held her ground, I think, and kind of just clarified a little bit why
I'm
she
100%
was
on
upset.
her side because even if it's like Anne, whatever it is, if that's something you talked about over and over with your partner and then they name their dog that's weird. Jason Tartick sounds familiar. Is he on something? That name sounds familiar.
He was on The Bachelor or whatever.
But nothing after that?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. I don't know. Bachelor is such a funny show because people become so obsessed with them and then you just like never hear about them ever again.
Yeah, there's a select. I feel like a lot of them get podcasts on iHeartRadio. I see.
Okay, Nick Viall.
Yeah, honestly, Clayton ECHARD. I know he's got an iHeart podcast. They all get iHeart
I like the
deals
gay
for
one.
some
He has a
reason.
podcast. He asked me to be on it.
Oh,
What's his
Colton Underwood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love their family, but also, yeah, he's so handsome. But also, you know what I mean? Anyways,
What?
I don't know. Okay,
What? I don't know.
like he's so good looking,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Sometimes and I don't think his partner's not attractive, but it's like
Oh,
it
I
doesn't
see, I
go
see.
together sometimes. But I guess that's
Love
fine.
is love.
Love is love. I
Yes.
love that. I guess my point is I do love that. I love when you don't really see someone go together and you're like, oh, okay. And then look happy. They have a baby and stuff like that. They
Yeah.
look happy. But I have so many questions for him. I want him on the podcast because I have so many questions.
I know, because he is kind of like a Gabby where he was on the show twice or whatever and then ended up being gay.
And then he
that's
jumped
fierce.
walls to get away from the women. I was like, I
Yeah.
need to know why you jumped that wall. Why did you go so high?
Somewhere in there he knew.
I think so.
Yeah.
But maybe not. Who was it? Oh, I was talking about someone who knows G Flip and Chriselle. And
Oh, yeah.
they were saying Chriselle wasn't with women before G Flip.
Yeah.
And she just came up to her at a party, Chriselle to G Flip, and just made out with her and was obsessed with her right away. And I was like, wait, that's so interesting. So you weren't even bi before and you're just
Maybe because she was in a relationship for so long, right? Because she was
Right.
with, what's his name from This Is Us? Right? Wasn't that her?
what, really? I don't know her lore like that. I didn't know.
Hold on.
Then I think she dated one of the Oppenheimer brothers, I think. I want to say.
Justin Hartley, yeah, that she was with him from 2017 to 2022.
Justin Hartley's the Atlas?
No, he's from. Not. It ends with us.
Oh.
This Is Us
Oh.
with the Mandy Moore show.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. So confusing. Oh, so she was
Yes.
with him for a long time.
Yeah, she was with him for 5 years?
But do you not know? You know what I mean? I guess you don't. Sometimes I don't
maybe
even know.
you're just with them for so
Yeah.
long that like your heart's not even open, right, to what else is out there.
Right.
Because it's just so focused on this. Kind of like Kyle Richards from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because she was with her husband for such a long time, and afterwards she, I guess, is exploring her sexuality with women and stuff too.
Yeah, I guess
so
you're right. Like if you do it at like a young age, you get married, you don't really know, that doesn't work out, then you're maybe just like.
in the world has also changed a lot, even
That's
in
true.
those 5 years. Like,
Yeah.
because I feel like bisexuality wasn't very prevalent. Even today, it's not really that prevalent.
I know,
you know?
we're fighting for our bisexual people out
Yeah,
there.
I
I
think
think
there's
both
more-
Mike White and Alan Cummings has been like, we're
Yeah.
bisexual. We
Yeah.
don't want to be just gay.
Yeah.
We're, yeah.
So I think just that knowledge that that is a thing and an
Yeah.
option, it opens people's minds and
I love
hearts.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's everything.
I love that you're on Caitlin's side though, because no
Yeah.
one else is. So
I didn't even hear that story, but right away, I was like, because I had someone, not even a boyfriend, but just someone in my life that like knows me really well that was like, we're going to name our dog Elvis. I was like, no, absolutely not. That's the craziest thing. If you have a baby, and like, I don't know, I think what is worse, naming your baby a name that you love, like if he had a baby with someone named it, or a dog.
oh my god, I kind of think at least the dog it's just him, you know, him getting a dog. I feel like it's worse if he had a baby, because then that involves another woman and
That's
stuff.
true, I guess, yeah.
So yeah, now I feel like it's extra personal. At least this is just him and that dog. He
Yeah.
didn't need a woman for
People hate when you take like a baby name too. Like that was my baby name. I see that on TikTok too. It's like, you
With
know,
friends and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when the friends take it, and I'm like, well, you had that happen. Your brother took your baby name.
Yeah, but that was kind of just by coincidence, I guess.
Oh, he
Because
didn't know.
I had never put it out there that, yeah. yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's bad. Like honestly, I feel like if people want to name their kids Malibu Barbie, I'm like, that's do it. Like I don't know, you're like a trendsetter, you know. I don't think it's a bad thing to take.
But
a
just
name.
if like it's someone you know
If
personally.
they did it first. Maybe, I guess when I didn't know Kourtney Kardashian, but when I thought they were gonna have a boy named Elvis, that's why I had to claim Elvis. I was like, just so you know, we're not copying them. Like,
But because you said that you were someone trying to name their dog Elvis, and
Yeah.
so if it, but that you'd be upset with that, but it's because you knew them more. Is that why?
yeah, I think just because that's my name. Like that's my name for my baby, and like
Oh.
you're gonna just get a dog and take that name. I don't like that. That I don't like. Oh, but I guess okay. Are you saying because now I should?
But if you had like if you're just new, kind of friendly with someone, and they also had like a Malibu.
Right, I guess it's a little hypocritical.
Yeah, that's
just
just to
Got
clarify. Yeah.
it. Right. I think in my head I want to be this woke person that's like, everyone take this name. But I'm back on her
Oh,
side.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't take my name. But like I said, now that I did it first. But yeah, someone close to me naming their dog, because that's like naming your dog. My child's name is that. That's like weird.
Yeah, I think depending on closeness, like if I was close with someone, I also just like wouldn't want to have the same name, especially if it's
Right.
more like unique. If it was like a normal like family name, like a, you know, like a maybe like a Steve or something, like if it's just a family thing,
Right.
then that's fine. But I think if I had a friend and it was like a unique baby name, I don't know if I would hate them for it. I think I just would find something else.
I think that's kind of what it is too, because like obviously not related, but kind of. When Addison came out with her Aquamarine song, I was a little shocked. Obviously, she's not doing it because of me, but I was a little shocked because Aquamarine was like such a front runner for our name, and now I'm like, oh, I don't want the association to be that. Like we named it after Addison. Love Addison Rae, but like don't want it to be named after like her song.
Yeah.
Even though it was like more about the movie, so I think we like took that out of the running. You know what I mean? I didn't know Miley Cyrus had one called Malibu. I had no idea. Someone's like,
yeah.
yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Didn't know. We wouldn't have changed because her name is Malibu Barbie, so I like it. I think I wish we would have done Malibu Barbie as her first name because it's her middle
I
name.
see. Yeah.
And so it kind of just goes by Malibu if you're just like on the airplane. You only have to put a first name. So I kind of wish we had the full first name Malibu Barbie.
I think this gives her more flexibility
Yeah, but
because she
keep
will.
Malibu Barbie.
Yeah, but if she wants to present herself as Malibu Barbie, she will. But if she doesn't want, then she has the option of.
Tana calls her Malibu Barbie every time she sees her, saying Malibu Barbie. Yeah, I'm with her on this one, and I'm with Gabby. Always with the girls
Okay.
forever, ever and ever. Is Gabby's wife on Hacks?
Yes.
Like
Gabby's wife
just
is-
this season or all the seasons?
Just this season. This is their first season, yeah.
What is their role?
I honestly don't know. It premieres tonight when the episode airs Thursday. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to watch it. And Jake Shane is playing himself, or he's playing someone else.
I think he's playing a character, and I think he's in a couple episodes. TUAH girl's in Glenn Powell's show, but she's playing Glenn Powell. I mean, not she's playing. Would be a role of a lifetime, actually. She's playing TUAH.
What show is he man. What show was that?
He has this new show he's working on. I saw it on TMZ. She was Hawk Tuah Girl cast as Hawk Tuah Girl in Glenn Powell's new show. I think she just has a little cameo in there. But
Did she come back or no? She's still gone.
I think she's making a comeback. She has a new documentary coming out. And it's by like an Emmy-winning like production company. Weirdly, I think they did like a true crime documentary before. And
Well, there's definitely a crime was committed.
well, she was
Yeah.
clear. I think they did an investigation to her crypto thing, and I guess she was cleared herself.
Wow.
But, and then I think she's doing Talk Tuah again, but without Jake Paul's company, is what I read. I don't know how that
Interesting.
works. But
I just love her. I love HAILEY, but also just so over the Hawk Tuah.
me too. Let me
brand
just the
story.
HAILEY. Yeah.
HAILEY Welch, try a rebrand. Or maybe, you know what? There's nothing wrong just being content in your little town in Tennessee. We were back in Ohio, and people are just so happy in places. You know, people are just happy with their lives, their day-to-day lives. They don't desire fame. They don't desire people knowing them. And they seem really happy. I was like, honestly, this is a serve. This is where you need to stay. Because so many of our family members aren't on social media or anything like that. They're just happy. They take photos just to take photos. They don't post. I was like, well, do you want to post? Do you want to sell them? He's like, no, I just like taking pictures. And I was like, good for you. Keep that, because that's amazing. You don't have to listen to anyone's criticism. The pictures were really good. I was showing Mo, like, look at this. This looks like you should be selling these photos. He's like, I just like to take photos, and I don't need anyone to see them except our family. And I love that. Everyone's so content. You know the thing about the Midwest? We notice everyone has basements because of tornadoes. We had basements too. But their whole basements are just playrooms for kids. Just
that's so
giant
fun.
playrooms.
Like everyone
It's
has
cool.
a daycare in their house, basically.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Midwest is very family oriented. That's why Malibu was in heaven. Because all my cousins have kids. So there was like 12 kids, and she just got to play with them in all these giant playrooms, little kitchen sets, whatever. And they're just so happy.
Funny because they know, like, she just goes from one station to the other, and it's kind of the same. So, like, there's the doctor station. She goes, she puts the robe, she takes a baby, she tests everything, ears, blah, blah. Okay, goes to the kitchen, does the dishes, cooks something, then goes to there's like a Target cashier thing. She checks you out.
She really is like Barbie. She can do it all.
And then there's
She can do it all.
and there's obviously a stage with a microphone, and then they start singing and performing.
They do have a lot of stages back
it's
there.
quite amazing how
And the kids are so nice. Not to like go back there, but the kids are like so nice. They're a little older than Malibu. They're like, maybe the youngest is 5 and the oldest is like 15. And like even the 10-year-olds, they play with her. But out here, we had an incident we talked about one time, like at a party, and like a 3-year-old when Malibu was like 1 was like, "You're a baby. You can't sit with us." I was like, God, people are so mean. Back there, 10-year-olds were playing with her.
no,
I
everyone
love
wanted
it.
to hold her hand and play with her.
Yeah, stay wholesome, Midwest. And shout out to all those people who are content with just living life, just observing. Even my meet and greets, people are like, "Oh, I just scroll TikTok. I don't have to." Like, my first thing is always be like, "Oh, did you post a TikTok? Did you do this?" And like, "No, I don't have it. I just like to watch it." I was like, good for you. Honestly, keep that life. It's good. I just like, I feel like I'm always trying to like aspire for more and more, and then I get mad. Oh, I can't be on Traders this year because I'm pregnant. And it's like, God, people in the Midwest are just happy with where they're at.
Go
you know?
figure, yeah.
Stay that way. And they were really happy and living their life. And I don't
God.
know. I don't know. I'm there is something like wired a little differently in my brain.
I do think there are people like that here too, but yeah.
I don't think so. No, you think that. We talk about this all the time. You think I meet people, oh, I never want to be in the spotlight. Never. Then they get these big heads. You show them in a vlog once, and then they're like,
Oh, I
I
see.
have fans. And it's just like, I think everybody in LA has that desire, even if they don't
Well, we
say
talked
it.
about it because how many people you meet that are from LA? There's not that many. You know more because you grew up
Yeah,
here,
true.
but you know everyone you meet, a waiter in a place, and they moved here to be an actor, to be a singer, or something like.
The transplants.
But
yeah.
even if they don't say that, even if they don't know they want that, you give them a little taste. And I've had it happen with so many people in my life. They get big heads. They get this. And there's like nothing wrong with it, of course. Obviously, we all want like a little attention. But it's just always funny when people are like, no, I would never want that life. I would never want attention. I would never want this. And then they like... they have a little taste of stardom. It happened at Cheesecake Factory once. I put a waiter in my vlog, and he quit his job at Cheesecake Factory. He was like, literally, and he's like, we should vlog more. We should do this. I'm like, oh my God, I am so sorry that I ever put you in that vlog, because he like quit his job to like tour with his band. Maybe he did well. I don't remember. If you guys remember, it was back in like 2012. I think his name was Kyle. And maybe he has a big band now. I don't know. But I remember him quitting because everyone just thought he was like so hot. And I think back then I was like, look at my hot Cheesecake Factory waiter, whatever. He was in Marina Del Rey. And I guess he got followers, and then he just like quit his job to like go be a rock star full time, which again is good. But you know, he was a lesser example. Sometimes I've had friends where they just love it, and I think that's all of LA. But do you know? I guess you said you know some people that aren't.
I
so.
mean, like, Yeah, I think because I just know people who are just from here and have like normal jobs. Like my brother is very happy just working on the busways, you know. He's like,
Yeah, he
yes.
has no desire, you
And solving
think.
crime, you know.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, he's
Right, that is true.
solves local crimes
That's
and yeah,
true. That's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, your brother's like a local hero. He's like, let me investigate this. You're right.
But yeah, I do think probably if a transplant, like if you
Yeah.
move to LA, there's probably obviously some kind of ambition to that. You know, you just
Yeah.
don't move for nothing. So
I agree.
yeah, I thought this was kind of interesting. There was a TikToker who was once on TUAH to Handle in The Perfect Match. I guess this is a very reality show themed day. Francesca Farrago. She was on those shows. Now she's.
Oh, I love her.
Oh, you do love her.
Yes,
okay,
I
yeah, she's
follow
all
her
over
and
TikTok.
Sully,
Yes.
yeah,
Well, did you see her Snap story?
No, I'm not
Oh.
a Snap banned on
Oh,
Snap.
I'm not either, but it got reposted everywhere.
I haven't seen. No.
She went on Snap to talk about how she was offered money to make an anti-Hailey Bieber video.
Tea.
It was
Did she show
tea.
receipts? Was she like, this is the email?
No, she didn't show receipts. She said
Oh.
she could, but she did say she sent them to Hailey though, which I think was
Love that.
Yeah.
Just so you know, girl. Here's
Just so
a
you know,
smear
girl.
campaign.
She's a girl's girl. Love.
Yeah.
She said that kind of you talked about this a little bit before, how like companies that have like a song or a sound that they want to promote, they reach out to pay you to use the sound somehow. Wow. So she said that I couldn't find the trend that she was talking about. I did look for it. Maybe you've seen it, but there is a trend where everyone calls themselves a Hailey Bieber because they stalk their man and how they got them.
Oh, that sounds very real.
Yeah, I've seen that meme a lot. I haven't seen the specific trend, but a company did offer to pay her to do that trend, so to make a TikTok about being the Hailey Bieber and like stalking the man. And she said, even though it was meant to be like a funny meme, she said it seemed kind of mean to her.
Yeah.
And she wasn't comfortable with being paid to do that.
Love that.
So she went on her Snap and said, sometimes me and Jesse get paid to do a trend on TikTok. The person who started the trend or the person who owns the song that's on the trend, they'll pay creators to do it. She said, someone is paying creators to do the trend and making fun of Hailey Bieber, and I think that is so mean. They offered me a decent amount of money to do it, and I was like, no, even if it's funny, lighthearted, whatever, it's still low-key not. Maybe I'm just being dramatic, but she's a new mom. It's so mean to have this much hate on her. And I'm like, that's so fierce.
Love that. Yeah. There's other sound promos where I'm like, I don't know, this doesn't seem like my vibe, like, because they want you to do the exact like trend.
Yeah.
And so I never got that one. That's interesting. I wonder, but she should say who sent it. Like, I
know.
want to know.
Me too. I'm curious as like who the company is. I'm sure it's like, you know, not whoever is directly behind it. I'm sure whoever wants that out there paid a company to go and try to promote it or whatever. But
But
still.
even so, it's always from like a Universal Music. It's always from like some music company.
Yeah.
So it's kind of odd to
That's
think.
why I was trying to find the exact trend to see like what the sound was, you know?
And you didn't see it. You
I couldn't find the exact trend because I've seen the meme and I've seen people do variations of it, but I've always seen like different random sounds.
Yeah.
Because obviously if it's like an official sound from like a label or something, that's like very telling. But yeah, I couldn't find the exact one that she was saying.
Who's trying to start a hate campaign though? It's not like she's in a movie or something. You know, it's not like Big Lively Justin Bieber.
I know, because I mean, granted, it is one of those things where it like a wave of hate came out of nowhere with that like YouTube quote unquote documentary that was up for a long time that suddenly got viral on TikTok.
Right.
So it is interesting the timing of it all.
But I
That
think
was
it's more
weird.
like, let's say you have a song that you want to promote,
Yeah.
hire a PR company, they come up with an idea that they think will go viral, and that was the idea. An awful idea.
Oh,
but
I see. You're saying
so
maybe the
now
person that had the
they're-
song.
because this is the
it's
company
trending.
in between
Yeah.
the song and the creators paying creators to promote the song. So
Knowing it'll get
that's-
views if you
that's
say
what
Hailey
they
Bieber.
came up with.
Okay, so maybe it's not smear campaign against her. Maybe the song person was just like, well, this is a
Let's
viral
take
thing to talk
advantage
about.
of the Hailey hate. That does make more sense because it is like so like who would be
Try to take her down.
Motivated
to
do
that
it.
extent, you know, like because I don't know, a lot of the I feel like a lot of the hate is kind of just fueled by the stan wars of like Selena, Justin, Hailey, you know.
Yeah.
So to go to that extent is kind of insane, but
Well, we were not paid.
you would turn it down.
We had like a 3-week. Yeah, no, he posted her today, and I was the first to comment. Adorable, love it. You know what I mean? Like I love their love. I love that he's supporting her, and I think that's great, and that's all that matters. That's the best. Is like when everyone's coming down on you, but then your husband's like, let me just post a solo shot
That's
of
funny.
my wife.
And even when I was thinking, this is so like stale tea at this point, but remember when he like posted like "Irreplaceable" was a song, and to like a photo dump of Hailey or whatever, and everyone's
Yeah.
like he's trying to shade her. I honestly, and I kind of said it. I think he just thought of a word to describe Hailey and was like, she's irreplaceable. And I think he just.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
What, was the song shady?
Everyone thought it was like shade because don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable.
Oh, the
to the
Beyonce
left,
song?
to the left. Everything you own to the box to the left.
Oh,
But yeah, I think he just looked up
Oh.
like an adjective and went with it, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's just I think I'm so
Maybe he's
accustomed
just
to
not
how
good at social media.
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
not.
so accustomed to how Trisha uses social media that it's so normal to
We're
me.
on the same wavelength,
Yeah,
me and
it's just
Justin.
liking things randomly, not really paying all that much
That
attention.
was me today, yeah, where we can transition to our next one. That literally was like liking comments. I did the Mikayla
I saw
apology.
that.
And I was liking comments. Like Oscar was the one being mean. And then I unliked it because I was like, oh no. Because, you know, I just go down. I'm like, yep. And then I saw a couple and I was like, oh, let me unlike that one. You know what I mean? Because I just go down. I'm like, if someone leaves a comment, I love it. I try to read it. I read quickly. So I just look. I'm
Yeah,
like,
the speed reading. Yes, for
so
sure.
that's why. And then I'll see a comment and I'm like, okay, let me not. Especially if it's about you. Sometimes I see Oscar and I'm just like, you know, they're talking about Oscar. But then if it's like something shady, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but honestly, I would kind of agree with that comment, to be honest, because obviously Mikayla has spoke out, not loving the take from the podcast. And normally I wouldn't care if I believed what I was saying or like agreed with myself in past tense, but I did go back to see it because I was like, damn, what did I really say, to be honest?
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Mikayla was pretty valid. I think my point I still kind of agree with. You know, I think I was just trying to say that Mikayla is known for being like the ultimate influencer, and she does have the knack for being able to sell the hell out of a product. So I think it was just a little distracting maybe to have, you know, do such a confessional and honest style video as a Get Ready With Me and obviously that's her style and I get that, but I'm just saying maybe that was a little bit distracting. And also I think my second point was, you know, maybe it was a little intense to say everyone who's commented on it, there's a special place in hell for them because, you know, as a content creator, you did kind of play into the speculation a little bit, but granted there is a big subsection of that's not constructive criticism and it's people who just hate her. So I totally get that. And I think those are fair points, but I think my delivery was just like so intense and like I think I came across very judgmental and insensitive, and that like was not my intent. But I think I was just too emotional that day, to be honest. So I felt bad. I really did feel bad because I feel like I think because I actually don't dislike Mikayla.
Yeah.
If I thought she was just like a mean, nasty person, I wouldn't care. But I actually, I have a soft spot for her. I do.
Yeah.
And anytime we've ever talked about her, I feel like I think she's very camp. I usually am pretty neutral on Mikayla. Mascara Gate, kind of camp. Even when she was like, you tried being an influencer for a day. I think I understood her point. Delivery was a little much, but I understood her point.
Yeah.
So I've never really had it out for her. But I totally understand that I came across like very mean and judgmental, and especially if she's going through such a sensitive time. And I think I just worded it so insensitively. And in my head too, I was trying to be nice by paying her compliments. I was like,
Yeah.
I commend her strength. The fact that she is willing to take him back with open arms is very beautiful.
Yeah.
Her work ethic is just so insane. The fact that she was going through such a hard time was able to do it all. But I also understand how, because my tone was so judgmental, that could be perceived as like passive aggressive when it was genuine compliments, because I do think that does take a lot of strength to still be able to present and get your work done despite all of that. So I was genuine about those compliments. So
yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, criticism, whenever you hear it from someone, it just like never feels good. And I love Mikayla. I've always loved Mikayla. I've always defended her. And because of that, I see a lot of myself in her, where it's like I could tell she's very sensitive. Obviously, she's very young and like this is all new to her. And whenever I hear criticism about myself, like I immediately shut down that person with what they're saying. Because also no one wants to hear it. You know what I mean? No one wants to hear that. She doesn't want to hear any of that, which, you know, that was my advice to her, was just like, oh, like just don't watch anything about yourself. And granted, like she was like, she like bought tickets to my Boston show. I didn't even know. Like Mikayla and I had talked a couple times in DM. We follow each other. I really love her. I did a TikTok on that Saturday before, which I mentioned in the last one, where I was like, which I never talk about hot topics, but I was like, damn, like I did not know. Like it really goes to show you don't know what someone's going through. And I had like so much, like I just couldn't even imagine what she was going through. So I think, yeah, like hearing any sort of criticism, even me, because I know she thought I was being mean to her in the episode, which I was like, oh my God. And if she thought that, I was like, let me apologize, because I wasn't trying to be either. Truly, truly, because there's like one person like is Mikayla, you know, and in general, we try not to be mean on this show, you know, it's like we kind of see all the sides of it. But I think when you hear something, you kind of only hear like the negative parts of it, you know what I mean? And then she did like a follow-up where she was like, okay, she was kind of defending me and she was, so I think it was just like, and this morning we talked, like this morning of filming of Wednesday, she like had DM'd me and she's like, I'm sorry, I had like a mental, like a little breakdown, a little,
I
you
don't
know, I'm
blame
okay.
her.
Yeah, I don't either. And that's the thing, like it sucks when you hear anyone doing criticism, especially when everyone is. But then it's also like if she really is a fan of mine, which like I didn't know really to that aspect of it. Like I don't know, you know what I mean? So I didn't know she like watched that or would see it. And when I apologized for that, she saw it. A lot of people kind of came for me for that. I guess the thing is like, this is what we do. Like, I mean, of course, in everyday life, because a lot of people are like, no one should be commenting on her husband except for her. Granted, if it's like real life, yes, of course, but it's influencer life and people talk about it. We saw it on People, like we talk about like People, whatever. And it sucks. Like, it's like me too. Whenever I'm like a hot topic in something, like it sucks, like hear anything. So that's why I just don't. But that is part of it. The try being an influencer for a day, I agree with that because that is annoying. That's the only part of this job that sucks is like everything you do will be talked about no matter what. Like if you're not posting about Cody, if you are posting about Cody, putting Cody online, like, and that's with Moses too. When we like first started dating, it's like, do you stay online? Do you not? And at the beginning, I have family members, my brother, my dad, who like, my dad maybe more so, but like don't want anything to do with social media. They're like, do not put me on it, whatever. And then yeah, when you start dating someone that's not on social media like Cody was and Moses and all that stuff like that, it's kind of like, all right, like you have to be prepared for it. And I think like when we got a lot of hate back in 2021, like I felt so bad. It wasn't fair to Moses. I was like, that's not fair to Moses that he's getting his past dragged up and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it's not fair for sure. But you put him on social media. And I'm not saying that's with Mikayla. I'm just saying with our situation and just in general, like when you put someone on social media, that's just how it is. People are just like talk about you. And yeah, of course, I'm closer to her. And now I would never, like me and Mikayla have talked. I'm hoping to get to meet her in Boston next week. I was like, it's an honor if I get to meet you because if she's going to come to my show. And like now we're closer. It's hard when we know someone too, like Brooke or anybody, when something is a hot topic. So it's like, oh, if we don't talk about it, it's part of the podcast. It's kind of what we do. And I feel like we're pretty fair and kind in this day and age, especially about with women and all that stuff like that. Our angle is to never like tear them down for sure. But it is part of it. And me too, if I'm ever talked about or there's something happening. And with this Mikayla stuff, I did get a lot of hate as well, obviously, like, oh my God, how could you have talked about Mikayla like that? And I just try to apologize when I can, because like the last thing I wanted to do was like hurt her feelings. Like that was not my intention. To me, I was like, it's a really big story. People picked it up. It's everywhere. And then that, yeah, your point of view was, no pun intended, but there is a new line out. Point of view by Mikayla. I love the packaging, honestly. It's a good name actually, because then you talk about, okay, not sponsored, but I do like that. I heard what you were saying and I was like, okay, so I don't know. It's more just like a discussion. People are talking about it, but I totally get, and I felt really bad. Oh my God, to make someone cry is like, especially like that when you're going through something and you're emotional, because like no matter how well you seem to be doing and know how much money you're making, like it does feel the worst, especially him being in rehab. So she has like nobody to support her. Like if Moses was gone and I was going through like all of this by myself, like that would be extremely hard. So I felt really bad, and because I know her personally, obviously I have bias now, and especially now talking to her and stuff like that, like, but I feel like I've always had compassion. I feel like always, and I always said that when like older influencers bully her and like, and bully in the term of like, we talked about bullying earlier, but when I think bullying is the definition of like you're constantly talking, like she talked about Rich Lux in that video where she's like, F you Rich Lux, because he really does relentlessly go after Mikayla for every little thing. And that's why she's like, and anyone who makes a video about this and blah, 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 like, you know, F you, whatever. That is annoying when someone's like obsessed with you and like won't stop talking about you and it's kind of one-sided. So I've always had her back when it's like an older influencer, like, you know, just constantly coming for her. But anyway, so I'm gonna make a compilation of all the times I defended Mikayla because I love her. I always think she's camp. I totally get it. I'm for her. I'm for her business, her hustle, her product placement, all that stuff like that. I think she looks great. I think she's beautiful. She has great taste in music if she's coming to my show. So I really like her. And of course, yeah, if I make anyone cry, especially if I didn't know them, like I still feel bad. Like that happened with Lauren Gray. She was on Zach Sang like a couple of years ago. And she's like, yeah, like Trisha was on a podcast making fun of me for hanging out with Bryce Hall. And I apologized to her because like the last thing I want to do is be mean. That was kind of in my mean era when I was being mean. But I don't want to be like mean, making people cry. again, especially like it's me, like who am I to judge literally anybody for sharing anything or oversharing or sharing too much or too little. Yeah, she does get crazy unnecessary hate for kind of nothing, you know what I mean? And you know, girl, like, do you just keep doing you. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks like when you see, especially when you see someone that you're a fan of talk about you. Ooh, I've been there too. It's just the worst. And you kind of don't forget it. There's people I like love and I still see, but I'm like, I'll never forget that time you talked about me. You know what I mean? But as Wendy Williams once said, I would ask you to protect my privacy, but I wouldn't. And she was true. You know, when she got her husband, that scandal was crazy. I mean, at least she's real about it because you can't ask Wendy Williams to stop talking about Hot Topics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I the Wendy Williams in this situation? Yeah. Dipping and doing, you know, period. But yeah, I think, yeah. And there are a lot of Mikayla haters because even in my apology, there was a lot of people in my apology who were like, oh, Trisha, you're such a nasty woman. And then there was a lot of people that's like, oh, well, Mikayla deserves
that
it.
made me more uncomfortable than anything. Like, I didn't want it. Like, people were agreeing with me, but using that as an excuse to be like nasty to Mikayla. And I was like, no, like this was not my intention. I'm not trying to board the Mikayla hate train.
Yeah.
I bought a ticket by accident. Like, let me get off at the next stop. Like, this is not what I wanted to be a part of.
Yeah.
Anytime I've talked about her, I feel like I'm usually pretty neutral. I don't agree with everything she does, no, but I view her almost like there is an entertainment factor to her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, compared to the other influencers out there who are just really like transphobic, misogynistic, homophobic, like, I got bigger fish to fry than Mikayla and the mascara and the fountain. You know what I mean? So,
but she's doing just fine. I was looking at her views yesterday on TikTok, and
No,
she's
she
still getting
is.
like 6 million, 7 million. Like,
Yeah.
she's killing it.
All I was trying to say is it would have been better for me if I perceived without the distractions, because even without seeing it, like I just saw the products first. But I understand that's Mikayla's style, and it wasn't like a personal slight against her or in her situation at all. And
it's valid.
I felt bad. Yeah,
I think it's valid. Like I said, when you put something out on TikTok, no matter what it is, people will talk about it and analyze. That TikTok has 20 million views, you know what I mean? And it's like a valid thing. And
Yeah.
it sucks as an influencer. That's why I told her, like, an influencer, like, you can't watch stuff about yourself, and it's just part of it. It's part of the reason she's popular. Like, good or bad, people are talking about her.
It is part of it. I think my responsibility, though, and that's why I do apologize to Mikayla, because I think they're, like, obviously, you're a public figure. Yes, criticism and stuff comes with it, but I also do think a lot of people lack like sensitivity about talking about things, and I feel like that's what I lacked. Like, in the moment, I thought I was conveying it the right way, but then looking back, I saw how like I came across very judgmental and insensitive, which wasn't what I wanted to put out there. So that's even like, and also this is me separate, because I didn't even know that you talked to her at all. This is just me looking at myself and seeing how Mikayla saw it, and I was like, you know what? She gagged me a bit, and she was fine for that. She was valid for that. Like, this is me separate from you as well, to clarify. But,
watching your Instagram story, because it was after we did Not Love Line. We did like 6 episodes. We did one Just Trish. We did 6 episodes Not Love Line. I was going from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in the tightest ponytail in the world. So when we were done, I was like, oh, did you see the Mikayla thing? So then I was watching it. And so I was on a high from filming all day. So I was like really good. So in my apology, I was like, also before, here's my purse. And everyone's like, why are you showing this purse before an apology? Because we were just talking about it. We were talking about this leopard bag, and we were going to buy it. And I know, sorry.
but that's exactly you just did what you did.
Yes, exactly.
Well, first I'm not getting sponsored by YSL. I paid for this bag in my sleep. I was like, how did I buy this bag while I was sleeping?
Oh my God.
Like, I don't even remember. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Me and Mikayla are very similar. Look, I'm not about
No,
product
'cause the
placement,
thing
but
is that, you
we were
know-
trying to get our pregnancy announcement sponsored by Clear Blue.
Oh my God.
They were like considering it like back and forth for so long, and then ultimately like, oh no, they said no, because I'm like, can we announce? Should we be waiting for Clear Blue? And they're like, no. And we use Clear Blue all the time, not sponsored, but I showed every pregnancy test of Clear Blue, and
Influencers are crazy.
Influencers are crazy. It was our third baby, so I was like, you know.
The thing, I mean, we do this show really for people like Mikayla in that moment. You know, she's going through so much, and this show is really an escape. You know, when people want to just tune in, escape. So when I saw her story and she was crying, I felt really bad. I was like, that was never the intention. I was like, I wanted to respond to her, but obviously you're the person that connected to her. All I'm saying is, like, you know, we try. It's hard. Like, you try to have a show that's purely entertainment, doesn't hurt anyone. So we usually talk about people that are like A-listers. They're not watching the show.
Or Harry Jowsey, who we just dislike, I guess.
Harry Jowsey's different.
But sometimes there's that moment when somebody that actually does watch the show, and that's why when I saw her story, I immediately told you, like write to her or something. It just felt bad. I didn't want her to. Of course. And we look at it as like, you know, we analyze the influencer world. How do they operate? What do they do? We never said anything about Cody too. We never talked about him, about the relationship. We were just looking at like, how does influencers go about the world and what do they do?
No, and I feel
And
awful for him
that's
too.
all it was.
Because it's so awful because he was kind of like, of course he consented, but like he is plucked from like this world of like not influencing, but also like being in a sober house. She said when she met, like all this crazy stuff. So to go from that to famous, to your wedding publicized, all this stuff, to now this being publicized, like I feel bad for him too. Obviously he said he's like, you can share my story and stuff like that, but it is such a weird thing. Social media is just a weird thing that we live in where everyone just like can view you and criticize you. And I felt awful when I watched her crying in her room alone. I've been there and I was like, holy shit. Like that's like, yeah. And yeah, very valid to feel that way because nobody wants to hear anything about themselves, good, bad, like, or bad or criticism, whatever. It just doesn't ever feel good, especially about something so sensitive. And, like I said, she seems to, today her Instagram story was she's about to slay all day, and I texted her that too. I was like, girl, I'm gonna slay all day too, per your Instagram story. I said that. I was like, we're gonna slay.
She is the influencer. She's
yeah, I'm gonna slay too, girl. And I love that about her. I love that you can have a mental breakdown the night before, and then the next day you're like, I'm slaying all day, and that is the beauty of it. And I think that's what's great.
Queened, yeah.
She queened. That's it. Period. She's like, I'm better today, and that's totally okay and wonderful.
Well, I'm looking forward to see a picture of you guys together.
I
in
hope
Boston.
so. Yeah, she did give me her number. I was like, if you're comfortable sharing, I can get you VIP, side stage, whatever you want to do. Like, yeah, she's sweet. And then I was like, yeah, if you have a minute to say hi, I would be like, I was shook. I was so shook. I was like, oh my gosh, like I would have never even known she was coming to the show or watching or anything. And I love her. And anyone who ever feels slighted by us on the podcast, I'm happy to be like, oh, I see it. But we try to keep it cute. I mean, if they're like awful.
Yeah, that's why, especially, I feel like Mikayla, I don't dislike her. So that's why I care. If I genuinely did not think they were like a good person, or if I think their intentions were bad, I honestly wouldn't care. I'd be like, okay, go off. Like if it was like me and like Gabby and CLAYTON, you know,
right,
to tie it back, like she didn't care because he did something terrible to her. Like I would have that energy, but because I don't dislike Mikayla.
Yeah.
And I think she is in the right here. That's kind of it. But if it was Harry Jowsey, I guess it'd be a little different, obviously. But maybe,
Mikayla.
I don't know. Maybe I'd feel bad for Harry Jowsey too. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think hear his side. Yeah.
We're open to hearing. We're open to
It'd be
hearing.
interesting the day that we'll see a story from him that he watches just Trish crying.
Oh my God, I would feel bad.
I would feel bad too, actually. You know what, Harry
Maybe he's going-
Jowsey? Yeah.
He might be going through something.
Yeah.
Maybe he had trauma in his past, and that's why he's acting the way he does. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that. Yeah. Treat everyone as if they have trauma in their past.
That's a good moral of the story. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys. Coming up next, we have our guest of honor, Harry Daniels, not Jowsey. I was about to say Jowsey.
Oh my God. Scared me for a second.
Yeah, I was like, I did too. I was thinking Harry Jowsey. He's coming in with his hot takes and his latest
Celeb adventures.
Let's see who he's talking to.
Yeah.
Let's get him in here. We'll be right back. All right, you guys.
Back.
Harry Daniels is back. We're back from our break, and Harry Daniels is here with Barry. We're in New York Knicks. Are you going to the Knicks game soon?
My friend Mason, just when we were in London, Barry's been wearing the same pajamas for like a few years now at this point. And anyway,
He has worn those since he's been here?
yeah, is this the first time you've seen him in the Knicks outfit?
Yeah. Oh, I thought, okay.
He's been wearing the pajamas for a while, and my friend gave him a Knicks outfit, and so he's really into basketball now because of it.
Love that. In his athletic era.
Yeah, he wants to be like a pro athlete.
How are you doing?
I'm doing so good. How are you?
What are you in LA for?
I'm like, I had to sign an NDA for this. I had to come out for a filming, and then Coachella's in like 2 days or something.
Oh, you're going to Coachella.
Yeah. And so I was like,
Here
there's
we
no point
go.
in coming, going home to New York for like a week and then flying back. It's like a 6-hour flight. How have you been? You've been on tour, like tour of a lifetime. Oh my God.
Yeah, literally. I should have had the Lifetimes tour. Me and Katy Perry. The Lifetimes with Trish tour is coming next. Yeah, I've been on the Eras tour. Are you going to be in New York next week?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
You're going to Radio
On the
City?
15th, right?
Yay! Yeah, okay,
Oscar
perfect.
just texted me about it.
Oh, perfect. I was just going to ask you if you wanted to come.
Yeah, no, of
Yay!
course.
Okay, because you are Mr. New York. So you're flying back, then you're going to come back for weekend two.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Am I coming back for weekend 2? Wait, no, I'm not coming back for weekend 2.
Okay.
I'm going just weekend 1, and then I'm coming back here, I think, in like 3 weeks or something, because I have to do another filming.
Oh, what are you filming? Can you give us a hint? A TV show, a movie, reality show?
It's Disney. It's always Disney. Like, literally, it's always
Okay,
Disney.
No way you
Selena
said
Gomez.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always Disney.
Wait, really? Do you work with Disney before? How do I not know this?
On like certain projects, because the thing with Disney is they handle a bunch of studios, kind of. So it's like when I did so it's like Timothy Chalamet, A Complete Unknown, is technically Disney because it's under Searchlight, and that's
did
like
you
a
do for
Disney
him?
subsidiary. I played the harmonica for him, or like
Were you like in partnership for it?
No, okay, that one was sort of just like, that was a really strange one. I can't even lie. It was like half partnership, half not, because like they didn't want to like go to Timothy's team because like he was denying like everything, and so they didn't want to.
I felt like he was everywhere because he did the Britney Broski. He was on your
he
thing.
It wasn't he was denying necessarily, but it was sort of more of like it was very curated by him vibes, and so like they didn't want to run it by him, have it be this whole thing, and then like day of, because that happened to me before with someone where it was like, I pulled up and I was there, and then the person pulled up like, hey, are you ready to do this? I don't want to do it anymore. When I did something, and it was like, yeah. So it's like you sometimes like people get like really strange with that stuff,
doesn't it? You prepare for it, and then like no. Are you preparing for anyone at Coachella? Do you have it set up?
I have
Gaga.
Right, girl, I wish.
No.
Girl, I wish.
We're gonna see you singing to Gaga for sure. Mark my words.
I heard when it comes to the music, she doesn't do it. She's not do it. Like you have to find her.
But that's what I'm saying. You find people. That's what you do. You bombard them.
I mean, like
ambush.
Right.
Bombard's a bad word.
It's not out of the question. Nothing's out of the question because like last Coachella, I knew Katy Perry was going, and then like here I am posted up with Katy Perry.
That's what I'm saying. I think you're gonna be singing. What song would you sing to Gaga?
I don't know. Like I love Alejandro. That's like one of my favorite Gaga songs.
Very random. You wouldn't even do a new one like Abracadabra.
Okay, like that's a good one. Or no, I'd probably do like Shallow. My friend told me this really funny thing. They're like, if you sing to Gaga, she's like, you're so brave. And I'm like, yeah.
You're so brave is the best one.
She's like, you're so brave.
I
Thank
love
you,
that.
little monster.
Pause up.
Yeah, she would kind of live for you. I think she would like love you. You got to find a way to get to her.
I know. I met her once when I was like 14, but like for 2 seconds.
And she loved you.
Yeah, I was like, can I have a picture? And she just stood there. I was like,
where were you though? Like, what's the context?
It was like a
airport.
random. No, it was like literally outside of like a talk show or something. Like Stephen Colbert for A Star Is Born. I remember that. Yeah.
You think that should be more prepared for? I'm like that at airports. I'm always just like, because I'm always like rushing to something like that. But she should be prepared for it.
Well, do people like? No, she was prepared. She just like literally. I mean, like I get her. It's like sometimes when people ever come up to you and you're like, I wish you would just take a photo and walk away, or like no.
Oh wait, as opposed to what?
Like opposed to like literally sitting and having like a 20-minute conversation.
Oh, for sure, like airports, because you're always like rushing, and so I'm always just like, let's take a photo, or I have them like run. But I mean, I'm not Lady Gaga either. Like I think if I was on a plane, bus, another plane, you know what I mean? Like then it's a different story.
I feel like with her, it's probably like really heavy because people who are like really into her, like they have like a lot of like emotional stories. So can you imagine like every 5 seconds, like someone comes up to you and you're like, and I was going through my divorce when I heard Manicure, and that's what like stopped me from like
I do love those stories. Like at a meet and greet, it's always I like them in general, but yeah, rushing through an airport with kids could be a little
right.
lot.
No, like for sure, like that, but like and like also it's just like a lot of like wear and tear. I think on like your like. Do you remember when Justin Bieber canceled all those meet and greets like a few years ago?
No.
Oh yeah, he canceled all these meet and greets a few years ago, and he's like, it's too heavy on like my spirit because people would probably walk into the meet and greet. Like imagine like literally you have to stand there for 45 minutes, and every 5 seconds someone comes up to you. I was gonna myself, but then I listened to like Baby, and I didn't. So
I love it. Yeah. Like I love it because I'm like, oh, that's like so like
no, like
special.
same, but I'm just like for a lot of people, I understand why it would be like taxing.
Yeah, some people say that. Some people like.
I think Chapel like she stopped doing meet and greets for that reason too, because it was like it was too much for her emotionally, which I get.
I can take a trauma dump for sure. But when people trauma dump me and I'm with my kids or something, Mel will be like, "Who was that?" Like a friend, because it's like they just spare their whole life story, and then it's just like, okay, it's a friend. I don't mind a trauma dump. And people always apologize ahead of time, like, sorry for this trauma dump, and I'm like, it's okay.
I like the trauma dumps because like okay at that point I'm like okay like you're like opening up, you're having a conversation, like I'm here for it. I want to hear what you have to say vibes.
Yeah.
But like I'm awful at small talk. Like Madeline is my sister, but she's also my manager, and a huge part of her job is having conversations for me because like I'm actually capable of having a conversation.
Moses, you need to just come with me to have conversations with me. I'm not great at conversations either, but I'm a trauma dumper, so I love a trauma dumper back so I can understand it. I'm like, yes, get it all out. Right. I trauma dump on anyone. We're gonna, any meet and greet we go to, I'm gonna trauma dump for sure.
I'm trying to think, what are my trauma dumps? It's like kind of really random stuff, like her, like H.E.R. Like I love her music, and she just followed me on Instagram, and like I have to like stop myself from DMing her and being like, you don't know this, but in 2021, I was in a situationship and I listened to your self-titled album every day. It's like, girl, what?
Wait, they would love though. No, people love you. I told you, like, Bowen Yang loves you. Like, people, like, they actually do love you. They think you're, like, iconic, so.
No, I think you're the one who's iconic.
Oh my God, stop. We're kind of icons together.
Right. No, when I was at Wicked, I literally kept going to people, I'm like, you don't know this, but Trisha Paytas is over there. And they're like, oh. I was like, guys. I was like, guys. I was like, because like, there's so many people I know who I know love you. I was like, Trisha's like right there.
I'm dead.
That's
Thank
literally
you
like
for
when
that.
when I came up to Leve, I literally came up. I literally walked up. I was like, Leve, Trisha's right there. I was like, you need to go say hi.
Oh my gosh. When was that? The Wicked?
Yeah, Wicked. I was like,
Oh, yeah,
because like I
yeah.
know she loves you.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Like, yeah, so I was like, yeah, like she has to.
Thank you, by the way, for always pitching us to everybody. We haven't heard back from Benny Blanco. You pitched us to.
I'll text him. I'll send him a text.
I love that you text him.
That one was weird because it was like I was at a Coachella party and I've never been lactose intolerant before. Like I've never had an issue with lactose. And anyway, they had these like ice cream bars and I kept eating the ice cream bars and he stops me and he's like, Harry, like it's our first time meeting, by the way. He's like, you're gonna everywhere.
Benny Blanco said that the first thing he said to you.
No, we'd spoken for like 2 minutes prior. And so like he sees me and he stops me because I keep getting ice cream bars. I'm like, these are too good. And he's like, you're gonna everywhere. And I was like, that's never been a problem.
He's a girl's girl.
Right.
Yeah. Did you know you were lactose?
I wasn't lactose until that day. And so anyway.
He manifested it for you.
Yeah, that night I was like, yo, what the fuck when I got back to my Airbnb. And so then every time I'd have like ice cream after that, like, oh my God. Like it was like it triggered me so bad.
Benny knew.
Yeah, and so I DM'd him months later and I was like, I hope you know you cursed me that day.
And he said,
he was like, oh, we started DMing and stuff, and then like, yeah,
that's so
we became
cute.
my friendly.
You have a little friendship with him.
Right. Yeah, I have to introduce him to Barry.
Never met before. Maybe you'll see him at Coachella.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh my God, I actually literally almost brought him to Coachella, and I was like, if he gets dusty, like dustier than he is.
You can clean them, right?
Okay, you know what the problem is? A lot of his fur is like matted now because it's been like 14 years, and it's like, yeah, so he's like been through a lot.
Poor Barry. He looks great though.
Right.
What other icons have you seen, or what have you been doing? You've been filming for Disney.
Oh my gosh, you know what actually happened? I met with my agents about this yesterday. Oh my gosh, I literally
Who are
remember.
your agents? You don't have to say them out loud, but like.
With UTA, I'm with.
Were you always with them? Congrats.
Yeah, I've been with UTA for like the last year because you know what the thing is when I actually when I signed to like all the agencies because like I've told you about this, my end goal was always music. Like I do not give a being an influencer. Like that's the thing. That's why I feel like I don't have that. Like you have a relationship with your audience that like I just don't have in the sense of like I don't talk to like the internet.
But they would love to hear you. You should talk more. They love when you're on here. Like people love to hear you talk.
I know. You know what the thing is? I think it's more of like when you start talking to the internet, people will start having unrealistic expectations of you. Like, does that ever happen to you? It's like people in your comments are like holding you to a standard that like is uncomfortable.
We were talking about that right before he came in. Was like the Mikayla, her recent. Do you know Mikayla on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah. People really hold her to a very high standard. Like, well, you're an influencer, so this is what you should get. You should expect.
Right. And like for me,
Yeah.
I struggle with that. Like when I like started doing all this, like my biggest inspiration was like Dua Lipa. It's like one of my biggest inspirations, and she's like known for like she doesn't give you like she won't give you that interpersonal relationship, but she'll give you like she'd rather work like 3 times harder to get to the same destination as someone who like will be like, hey guys, like my agent was telling me like you should start vlogging, and I was like, girl, because no one wants to see me go to Coachella. Hey guys, I'm walking around the artist village right now. Oh my God, is that Katy Perry?
I think
I
would watch it. I would want to see that from you. Yeah.
I just feel like for me, it's like one of those things where I'm like, I like to come on here and like talk about it, but then like I need that separation because it's like I'm a really anxious person, as well, and so like I need it to be like on certain terms as well. So it's like I would rather share things than have it come out in the music. So I was talking to UCA about that, like you need to start documenting that process so people know it exists. So like that's literally been like my entire brain for like the last like literally since like the top of the year, because I finally had time off at the end of the year because like I'm constantly like, do you guys remember last year I was literally every 5 seconds I was here in New York.
Yeah.
And so like I finally had time where I was in one place for more than like a week, and so I had like literally just like I like lived in the studio for like a few months, and so I like did a bunch of stuff, and now I have to like finish it. But I had a meeting with my agents about it because they're like, you should like, I gave them the timeline because something's supposed to come out in like July, but now I'm like, I don't know. So I'm like, because they're like, you need to polish everything, because like I look at like someone like Addison Rae who like came from the same like
So yeah, inspirational
origins, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well it's like people took it serious because it was really good, like it was the full package, or
She's
like
working with like Max Martin.
right,
Yeah.
or like even like Alex Warren. It's like it's really good
I didn't know
now.
he's gonna be on like Jimmy Fallon tonight. I was like,
know.
wow,
It's
good on him.
nuts.
Love
Oh
is
my God.
Blind, Jimmy Fallon, Arenas is like
Right.
Yeah,
And
he
it's
really
like cause it's like it's that. Like,
is really good.
yeah, so like they literally were like, don't come unless you're
well,
gonna
he
have
also
quality,
posts
basically.
5,000 times a day of his song, which I don't think is a bad thing.
Right.
But maybe he just every Alex Warren one is just like dun, 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 you just hear it over and over again, and it's so good. I love it. Yeah. So
Right.
you have to just post your song over and over. But you haven't released any yet,
No,
right?
I released like one song, and it was like literally when I was with my old PR firm, and like literally the promo, like I literally only released because everyone around me was like, "You need to release something," and then it was like so horrible. The
Oh,
song
really?
wasn't
Why?
even bad. It was just like one of those things where like I just like. When you put me against like a timeline, it's like I'm gonna get stressed and I'm like gonna procrastinate to the last minute, and then it's gonna come like really
Well,
bad.
did we talk about this on Hot Topics, or we were talking about it where it's like sometimes like the push, like the PR around a song? Were we talking about this?
Oh yeah, with like Brittany Broski, because she kind of just
Yes.
like surprise released, but like
Yeah.
didn't do too much like promo around it. But
You need like a hype. You need to like hype it and go on tours and promote
Right.
it and stuff like that. I think maybe you didn't do that enough because I didn't see it.
Yeah, like literally no one saw it. I was like, it's out, bye. Because like one of my favorite people in the world is Ice Spice. Like I've talked about this a million times.
we love her
I
too.
love Ice
Yeah,
Spice.
she's great.
Every time she drops, it's like, it's out, bye. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Queen.
That's
and like
it,
I was
one
like, yeah,
time.
yeah, like I'm like, I get her, but now I'm like, well, babe, that doesn't work for you. Like you have to
Can I
actually
tell you,
like,
I'm the
put in
same.
the work.
I put up one clip and I'm like, there, see it
No,
today,
like,
you'll never
legit.
see it.
No, like,
Yeah,
bubbly. Like,
yeah. I was like,
literally,
you'll see
like-
it or you won't.
Right. I'm like,
Yeah.
because I'm like, I think I'm one of those people. It's like, even like when I started doing the whole like, can I sing for you series, I was so scared of being cringe that I was like, if I'm so cringe that it's like the inverse, then it's like I'm like, it's like anti-cringe almost. It's
Yeah,
like
you
so
should be
inherent.
scared. You should lean into your cringe. I mean, because your content is that, and mine is
Right.
too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The cringe factor is what people like about you.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm like learning now. It's like I almost like have started to view it as like a show in the same way. I was like I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, well, Selena Gomez is really popular and like she came from a show. Like technically, like my TikTok presence is no different than like a
Yeah.
show that like she put on. Like, does this make sense?
Yeah.
Like, Can I Sing for You is my Wizards of Waverly Place. It's my Hannah Montana, guys.
Are you gonna sing? Are you asking now? Can you sing it, or you're asking her?
No, wait, what?
that's it. The name of a show.
Like Wizards
Can
of
I
Waverly
sing?
Place was her show.
But
that
you
she was
said,
on
"Can I
Disney.
sing for you?" Was
Like,
the
that's
Can
the
I
Harry
Sing for You
Daniels show.
is my Wizards of Waverly Place.
Can I sing for you? Is
Like,
the name
if
of your
Har-
show?
Like, and yeah, like, cause like,
Got it.
a lot of time people come to me like, "Are you the guy that sings people on TikTok?" Like, guy who sings people on TikTok is my show.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I thought "Can I Sing for You" was your show.
There, it's like
You have two
the
titles?
Loose title.
So-
Loose title.
Okay,
Working
the guy
title.
that sings for you or "Can I Sing for You" is the name of your
Yeah,
show.
like TikTok singer show. with,
But
like,
you were asking,
subtitles.
"Can I sing for you?" I was like, "You can if you want. Go for it." What's the Wizards of Waverly Place theme song?
Well, you know, everything's gonna be a breeze. I don't.
Wait, you don't know the words?
Yes,
Everything
please.
is not what it seems, and you can get all you want in your wildest dreams. Everything is not. Do you know the words?
I just know dun dun dun. I don't know.
Yeah. This is like one. This is
Oh,
like one.
yes.
This is like right. This is like literally. This is like when I came on and we didn't know
Which
who
one
was
did
on
it?
Mount Rushmore.
Oh my God, did we talk about that? Still have no idea.
It's literally the example Madeline, because Madeline helps like anytime I do something with anyone, I'm like, you should go on the Trisha Paytas podcast.
Yeah, what happened? How come it's not happening? Like, what do they say? Are they just like, no? They're like, what was happening?
A lot of times it goes through like teams and channels and stuff. and
Everyone's
it's
just
really
saying
annoying.
no.
No, it's like sometimes it's like pitches don't even get to the person. Like I literally remember, oh my God, this happened to me recently. I did a video with someone and they were saying like we met up and I was like excited to see them, blah blah blah. And anyway, like they basically were saying like, you know, it's so funny that like we ran into each other because I literally told my label I wanted to do something with you and I was just in New York and it just like did not happen. Like they didn't contact you at all. I was like, nope.
Right.
And so it's
That
like
does happen a
sometimes
lot.
it's like it literally doesn't even make it to like the person to like sit or approve it. Like that's the thing. It's like
That happens,
in
yeah.
my own career. Like I try to be very hands on with certain things, but like you have someone like when I did my thing with Tate McRae, it was like legit. Like she herself, like I literally don't know Tate McRae. I've spoken to her like maybe once, and like that was the day I spoke to her. And like I like asked her, I'm like, do you want to like do a video because like it was like a whole year long chase with that girl. Like not even her. It was her team. Like
Yeah.
oh my gosh. And anyway. I'm like, oh, do you want to do it? And her manager is like, no, not right now. Like that man is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that man is like legit crazy.
Who said that? How do you know she said that? Or you're just assuming she said
No,
that?
like I saw the video. Like it's like on video. Like it's on tape. Like I posted this. It's like literally. It's like I'm like, do you want to do it now? And then she's like, and she looks at her manager, and he's like, no, not right now.
Did you post
No.
it?
I posted it. Yeah, I didn't care. I was like, all right. Well, I was like, well, then that's the video, I guess.
That man is crazy. That's kind of iconic.
Well, it's because like for a year they were like edging me with it. They were like, yeah, like are you gonna be here at this time? And so and then every time we'd be in the same city, I'd be like, they'd ghost. I'd be like, hey, I'm in the same city. Like, do you guys want to do something?
Right.
Because the thing is with someone like that, it's like it's very hyper curated, where it's like not
But
in a
then it's
bad
worth
way. It's
it.
just
You got
like,
a video with her, so it's kind of worth it.
well, it was like it wasn't obviously the video that like I wanted, but it's like who cares? It's like whatever.
You got a video.
Right, exactly. It's like let me count my blessings, but it's like yeah, no, like she herself is fine. It's like her like team is like very
It's always, always the team around.
like yeah. So it's like that tends to be like the biggest problem a lot of time with.
Are you
pitching
going to be at a
efforts.
house this weekend? At Coachella?
Okay, what happened was I have a brand deal with Revolve, and so they got me a hotel room. Thank you. I'm really excited for it. They got me a hotel room, but the thing is, whenever I go to Coachella, I'm literally one of those people who like can't be alone for like more than 5 minutes.
Really?
Well, I can be alone, but the problem is like
I love being alone.
I love to be alone too, but the problem is like I sit on my phone for like 20 hours. Like when I was in London recently, like Madeline literally had to keep telling people like if we don't make him do things, he's not gonna leave his room, and like that's.
Oh,
really
I
much how
see.
am.
So you need someone to like stimulate you to get you out. I get that. Yeah.
And so like the thing is like.
What were you in London for?
I was supposed to go see. Okay, this was never like a guaranteed thing, but it was like one of those things like. I was gonna go sing to the Pope, but then like he got really sick, and so we canceled it. Like we canceled it because like.
How were you gonna get that? That's insane. That's
What
your...
were you gonna sing to the Pope?
Yeah.
I love you,
Jesus.
Jesus, and I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
I would have.
We were gonna surprise you with it, and then like he started getting really sick, and so the whole thing got like kind of canceled because like it would have been a really poor taste to go up to the Pope when he's like on his like on his
Wow.
deathbed, you know what I mean, and start singing.
I mean, I think he's recovered. No.
Did you see the recent photo of him?
No.
Yeah,
I'm not up with it.
Right, someone sent it to me, and he's not.
no, not
he's
doing
like,
well.
yeah, he's not doing great. But like, yeah, we were gonna try and do something with the Pope, and then like it just didn't
That would
really.
be so cute.
Right, it didn't pan out.
That's
but-
okay. I love the thought. Since
The
I say
idea is yes.
the
Yeah.
idea always with you because you always post in group chat. You're always like, okay, I'm gonna get you with this person. With this person. Like the thought does count. You know what I mean?
Right.
The fact that you pitch is so hard.
I mean, the thing is, it's like once you have one point of contact, it's kind of the rest becomes easy because like everyone knows everyone kind of vibe. So
Yeah.
it's like that is one thing I've learned. It's like, girl, if I ever need to get a hold of Instagram, like someone told me Instagram is the LinkedIn of the entertainment industry, and it's kind of true. Like, do y'all use LinkedIn or do you use Instagram to like connect with people?
I used to use LinkedIn,
Really?
but these days more Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram for me too. You
Yeah.
use LinkedIn?
No, I don't have a LinkedIn.
Who has LinkedIn? Well, I guess Oscar has
People who
LinkedIn.
actually, work
Okay,
in the
like people who
corporate
work
side.
in corporate
Yes.
America.
Yes.
Outside,
LinkedIn
yeah.
is like no, like people who work corporate job. Like we're independent contractors, so it's like we're
We
our own
are,
bosses.
yes. Yeah.
But it's like
1099.
right, girl. Oh my god, I literally I've literally had to cancel like everything the last 2 days so I could sit and do my taxes
yeah,
because
it's
like,
coming up.
do you compile your expenses like when you put together your expenses, do you do it like throughout the year or do you just like literally sit there and do it?
I have a bookkeeper that does it every month for me because I be
period.
spending.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah.
like legit, girl. I need you to get a bookkeeper because like I legit just
Yeah.
like I just do it myself. I'm like, and this was an expense.
You
and
do
that
it
was an expense.
yourself. That's insane. I have probably like thousands of transactions a month. That'd be insane to do it myself.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's
so
why it
much.
took me 2 days to
Oh my
sit there and just like have
gosh.
to put it together.
Oh, well, good for you for doing that.
It's like a lot though. Like it is a lot.
Yeah.
I've been doing it since I was like 16 because I had a eBay business when I was 16.
Oh,
So
What were you
entrepreneur.
selling?
okay, this is
Yeah.
so funny. I talked about this in my canceled podcast episode that never made it to air. It was like
Where is it?
It was like legit such like a horrible episode. Like we talked
They
about
just never
nothing.
aired it.
Yeah, like I legit like Tana was like, yeah, because like we were talking about things and then we're like, oh, and then I like literally was like, honestly, like I was literally just like when we watching back the footage and I was like, honestly, the episode definitely sucked because we like spent 2
You
hours.
watched it?
No, I lived it. And it was like we spent 2 hours talking about like a whole lot of nothing. And so like I literally told her I was like, because like the thing is too, like I had just gotten media training like 2 weeks prior, and like the whole point of
Wait, really?
yeah, but the whole point of media training is like they teach you how to answer things concisely and how to like keep a conversation flowing and blah blah blah. And like girl, the media training went out the window for that episode. Like we literally didn't talk about anything because like I went on there to promote like that song that had come out, and then like literally we did not talk about it. It's like, oh yeah, I put out a song, guys. Oh, okay, cool. So what did you think about like this? And I was like, yeah, and like we literally just didn't steer it at all. Like,
Wait, that's so odd. You talk so much. I can't imagine you not having control over conversation.
well, it wasn't even like the thing is, it's like more so you're not stumbling over your words vibes. Like I feel like that's what people don't understand about media training. It's not where it's like they teach you how to answer a question. Like yeah, they teach you how to answer a question, but in a concise way. So it's like it's up to you to put the answer together. But it's not like I don't think it's like a bad yeah. Like everyone's like this person like the media training went out the window. Like no, it didn't.
Oh, and it never went on their Patreon or anything, the cancel episode?
I told them they could put it on Patreon, and then like I don't know what happened, but like I honestly don't really like. Yeah, but we were talking about.
Right.
Wait, what was I talking about?
when you went on Canceled, you were telling the story.
Oh my god, yes, I was talking about this on Cancel. Yes, I remember
Yes.
this. See, this is literally what happened with Canceled. That's why the episode was so
That's fine.
bad.
I'm the same way. I can't remember either what I'm about to say.
Yeah, so I went on Canceled, and I basically, the way I was paying my bills, and like, this is literally how I financed to like do everything for like 5 years until I was actually making money from like social media stuff. I basically like would go to Urban Outfitters and I would go to the bargain bin and I would buy all the vinyls that were $4.99 and then I'd put them on eBay for like $30 wholesale. And the thing is like, because the thing is like, especially during COVID, like you couldn't go out like. This was so weird. The first thing that opened during COVID, like legit, wasn't restaurants. It was literally Urban Outfitters.
Love that they were on it. They're like, we don't care.
Yeah, like legit.
Very Vanessa Hudgens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
That does fit the vibe.
Like it
yeah.
was like 2 months into COVID and Urban Outfitters was open. I was like, oh wow. And
They're
so
like,
like,
we're back.
Right, but because like no one was shopping in store, everything was so cheap. So like I would legit go and buy like Sabrina Carpenter album for $4 and I put it on eBay for $30. And
Wow.
like when you're 16, $25, like 10 times a day is like $250. So it's like
that's
I thought
smart.
I was literally rich.
And that's when you started your taxes. Was
No, like yeah, because I got to the point where like I have to report to the IRS.
wow.
Because like
You're
you know-
making that much.
Yeah, I got to that point because it was like that. That's how I was like making money. So now Urban will never discount anything to $4.99 because like enough people. I think they caught on to like enough people started doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now there's like a whole community of resellers on like Discord. It's like a whole thing.
Wow.
But it's like yeah, people used to like really go to like Urban and like bargain bin dive because the thing is like I wasn't gonna like. Because the thing is, it's like, I was never going to be obnoxious with it and put something up at like $500 that I got for like legit $4. But I'm like, okay, like I'm putting it for $30. It's like.
Yeah, the value's there. People want to see it.
Right. And I was like, it's like a vinyl. It's not like that's the thing. It's like, I hate when people go to like a thrift store and they like jack up the prices. Like that's screwed up because like thrift stores are for people who like can't.
Oh,
You know
right.
what I mean? But it's like, okay, like a vinyl is a luxury. Like going, like, girl, you're not going to Urban Outfitters to like, you know what I mean? Because like, oh, you're on a budget.
Yeah, but you're
Like-
smart. That's what people do. The collectors, they find the cheap ones and sell it for what it's worth.
Yeah, like I was like, I always say when people are doing a small business, you should like niche down. Like even
Yeah.
like, because in any business, you should always niche down. Because like the thing is when you're doing something that's like mass marketable, it's like, there's no heart and soul to it. Like even like with my content, like, especially when I was first doing it, like I would always try to reference something that was like really obscure that like only like the true core fans would get because like that's who I was targeting. It wasn't like random people because like you tell someone like Sabrina Carpenter and like the Sabrina Carpenter I met that was the first video I ever did, and so the Sabrina Carpenter I met in 2022 is so much different from like 2023 because like the video I did with her in 2022 was like that became lore for me to reference then. So it was like it became self-referential. So it was like yeah.
And have you met her recently?
No, I went to her tour though in London. It was a really good show.
Recently? Like this
Yeah,
past
when I was in London, that was one of the things I did. And like the thing is, like I'm honestly like when it comes to arena tours, I'm really skeptical just because I'm like a lot of the problems I have with people who go on arena tours now, and this isn't even about anyone. It's like more so it's just people will do tours with the intent of making it feel like an arena tour, but rather than making a spectacle to feel like a spectacle rather than it just inherently being a spectacle. Like when Miley Cyrus came out riding down her like slide that was like supposed to be her tongue, like that's a spectacle, like because it's a spectacle,
Right.
Not because they're trying to do something shocking. And so like the thing
Because
I like,
Sabrina was more of a spectacle trying to be a spectacle.
no, I thought it was like a spectacle. Like I thought she did a good job. It was like a really well put together show.
on
It
its
flowed
own.
well. It wasn't too long. I thought it was like a really
Oh,
great
you like
show.
that? Because some people criticized her for only having like an hour 10 show. But
That's what I like. Because I mean, the thing is, like, she's not gonna do the Disney songs, and so it's like, what's that gonna leave her with? Like album cuts. It's like, especially in the UK, like it's such a different culture there. Like I think for her, like it was a really great show. I think it was short and sweet. Haha. But like I think
that's what she advertises.
right, like it worked really well. I thought it was just like in out, like it was straight to the point. Like I don't like when there's filler in shows. I feel like
That's mine, hour 10 show.
You got it.
Airs a Trish
Short
tour.
and sweet.
No opener. Yeah.
I love. Wait, okay. This is my hottest take. I can't. I'm someone who shows up. I always try to find out when the artist goes on stage because unless it's the opener or someone I actually like previously care about, I won't show
Oh,
up.
that's not a hot take.
Oh,
We talk about it
no.
here.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was openers at shows. I went to shows and I'm like, who's this person on at 7 o'clock?
Legit.
And they don't come on until 9. Now I know that one going to a show, but I was like, damn, I really was sitting there like an hour before the opener. Then the opener came, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think it's a hot take. It's why I don't have openers. I'm like, people want to come see Trish, you know?
No, like literally, yeah. Like I don't love going to a show and there's an opener unless it's someone who I think is like really cool.
Like
when
Rebecca Black.
Yeah, like I love Rebecca Black.
I would go to the Katy Perry Lifetimes just for her.
Right. Like
Yeah.
I think like
Are you
I
gonna go
love,
to that tour?
maybe. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were like, oh, I can't say.
Like,
No, it's like literally one of those things where it's like, sometimes like literally things just pop up on my like if there's like a day in my I'm like I want to go to this like literally it's like if I want like when the Georgia Smith shows happen I love Georgia Smith and like she was
having no idea.
I know. I was like, okay, I feel like I
it's
should know this person.
it's this one R&B singer and anyway she played like the night I came back from London and I was literally just like I'll see what I feel like doing when I land. I was tired, so I didn't go. So it's like literally one of those things. It's like it literally just depends on like my vibe because I don't want to like put in the request for tickets or I don't want to buy the ticket. And I don't want it to be a whole thing. And then like, oh, he doesn't even feel like going because like, girl, then I could have gone to someone who actually cared.
Do you have connections at these venues that you get to see the artists like backstage?
It really goes through like their teams or their labels. So it's like when I did Wallows, it was sort of like, okay, I had sang to Dylan. We talked about you, by the way.
Dylan who?
Dylan Minette.
When I was backstage with Wallows, I talked to them about you.
Wow, what did he say?
Do you know Dylan Minette?
No.
You mentioned him. You got him confused
He's
with
the guy
Dylan
from 13
O'Brien.
Yeah, he was the one in 13 Reasons Why. He played Clay Jensen.
Oh, love.
Yeah, he's in a band now.
Yes. Okay,
And
what did he say?
He loves you. Like, he likes you.
Okay. What did you say? How did you even get brought up?
Because I told you every time I meet anyone, I tell them, you should go on the Trisha Paytas podcast.
This is why I love you. That's
Like, every
crazy.
time. But I was...
That's why that guy called you crazy. He's like, get away from this person.
Gave away the tape
Yeah.
McRae.
Period.
I was like, no, that was like, he was staring. I was like, he didn't want to hear the pitch.
That was crazy.
I, basically, though, with that, it was like, okay, I met Dylan at Coachella, and, like, I did a video with him, and then, like, people in the comments were, like, dogpiling his girlfriend. He's like, so he reached out. He's like, hey, like, I need you to take this down. And I was like, yeah, of course. Because, like, the videos are supposed to be, like, feel good. They're supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be, like, funny, like, cringy, you know?
What happened to what was the girlfriend doing?
She walked past because she, like, didn't know that, like, she was being filmed by, like, she didn't know what was going on. And so she just kept walking, or she didn't want to be in the video. Or, like, it doesn't really, like, she just, whatever. She kept walking. Or, like, people in the comments, like, that nasty blah, blah, blah. And, like, girl, he was like, whoa. Because, like, they just started dating, too. It was a new relationship. I was like,
good for him.
Yeah, so he was
Standing
like-
up for his girl.
yes, he stood up for her, and I was like, yeah, of course. And so then months later, I ran into Braden, who's another member of the band at like Tenants of the Trees, this one bar. I go to a lot out here, and anyway, we just like became friends there. Like we were like talking, we became friends, and then a few months later, they were playing in my hometown, and like not my hometown, but like I just call Long Island in general my hometown because like
Yeah.
that's where I'm from. Yeah, so they were playing in Long Island. I was like, oh, you guys are playing in Long Island, I have to go. And so then from there, like, all right, come hang out after.
Wow.
So it was like,
so you're like befriending all these people too.
so like that was like an instance where it's like that's where it's like okay, like you just ask the artist directly and leave them
People
match
love
up properly
you.
backstage.
What's your biggest manifestation for 2025?
Oh my god, wait, you know what's so funny? Rihanna's doing okay, wait, my biggest manifestation for 2025 is that I actually put out the music and then it's like
right.
actually gonna be like a thing and it'll be good and like yeah.
Okay, what's
But,
Rihanna
like,
doing?
Rihanna's doing the Smurfs movie and I really want to meet her like on the press run for the Smurfs movie.
What, is it a new one? Like
Yeah,
there's-
she's playing Smurfette.
Oh, shit, Katy Perry's nachos. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was that she Smurfette. I wonder what happened.
I
They
thought
fired
Demi
her?
Lovato was Smurfette at one point too.
Damn, they're changing it around.
Yeah, it's like
Rihanna's gonna be good.
It's a pop girl rite of passage to do Smurfette.
I love that. Rihanna's like, no music, but I'm gonna do a Smurfette.
No, she's doing music for the Smurfs movie. Yeah.
Oh, that's gagged. Oh my god. Do you get invited to like the Ariana events that influencers are going to?
Okay, no, like I got Ariana at Wicked, and that was like the weirdest thing that has ever happened because she knew who like I ran into her friend Courtney, and she's like, "We love you." I was like, "Oh," and then like I met her later that night, and she knew exactly who I was, and I was like, "Yo, like this is crazy."
But you didn't get invited to the influencer event that everyone was at. Did you see? It was like Das Mendoza was there.
I
and-
saw that, but I was like, okay, like one, I kind of just did it with Ariana, and two, like I would have loved to sit and have a conversation with her, but like I literally definitely would have sat there and been like, okay, I think about this all the time. Like Ariana Grande, like I would like literally like if I had to spend a day, like no one could survive a day in that girl's shoes. Like one, I feel like I've talked about this before with her. People are always projecting their shit to Ariana Grande. People were they were projecting their divorce trauma onto her like 2 years ago, and then like all of the like horrible up shit happened to her from like that 2017 to like 2020 stretch. It's just like a lot, and it's
Yeah.
like, and then people get like so weird. Like Paige Neiman, like you're a freak, like girl,
Oh my God.
grow up, like stop it. Because it's like okay, it was one thing when you're being a person here, but then you sit and you go on like make a OnlyFans and you're
Oh,
like,
true. I agree
I'm
with you.
Ariana. Like girl, that's weird. Like
Yeah. Don't use the likeness for some adults content.
right,
Yeah.
like that's no. And so like with that, like with Ariana Grande, like I literally probably would have sat there and like literally just started crying. But like I feel so bad for you because people are so weird to you.
She probably would be very. I feel like she's like into trauma dumpers. I feel like she'd be empathetic to it. She'd be like,
Oh,
thank
for sure,
you.
but it wouldn't even be my trauma dumping. It'd be like me
Her-
trauma dumping about
for
her
her,
trauma
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
She'd be like, what? Like,
I love Ariana too.
no, I really love
We
her.
didn't get invited either, but maybe the next one.
No, you guys were too
Red
ahead of your
Beauty.
time.
I think so. You're right. 10 years from now, we'll look back and be like, wow, why aren't they at the Rem Beauty event, you know?
Honestly, sometimes it's like really random things. It's like when I got invited to the People's Choice Awards, I saw like Rolling Stone was talking about that recently. I was like, how are we still on the skies? There's like,
Of what? What are you
when
talking
I
about?
said gay son, thought daughter on a red carpet, I was like, who? I was like, no, it's so funny because I'm like, no one but journalists are talking about it
behind,
now.
yeah.
And it's like funny.
They're always a little
I
behind.
did this one podcast and it like legit was like, oh my God, she asked me about it. And then it was like, I was like, this is a really dated question. I'm so mad I did that damn podcast.
What podcast?
It was Sophia with an F. And like, I've actually been like literally waiting for it to go on a podcast so I can sit and dog on this girl. I literally like, this is why this is like.
Did it air?
It aired, and here's the problem with it. So I did it when I was promoting that. I did it in advance to promote that one song I put out that like literally like.
What is
like,
the song? You haven't even said the title of the song.
It was called I'm Him. It was like legit non-event.
I'm Him.
Yeah, but it was, I was clearly you weren't, girl.
You have to
Girl,
talk
you
about it
clearly
more.
were. It was like,
Okay.
okay, I put out this song, right? And so I like was talking to my team, and the thing is like, this is on me because like I would literally turn something in, and then I would like send it to someone, and they'd be like, you should change this. I'm like, they're right, and then I would legit have to
Oh
change
yeah,
the file.
don't listen to too much outside criticism.
Yeah, like I'm like literally one of those people. It's like I like one thing about me, like I like literally constantly need like validation. So anyway, I basically so I do this podcast, like this single podcast I did that, and I think I did like Zach saying or something to promote it.
Oh wow, you were making the rounds.
That was the 2 podcasts I did to promote it. Anyway, so
Icons only.
we delay the song back a month. And so they're like, okay, well then like we're gonna air this when we air it. And then like they reach out in January, like, hey, we're airing this. I was like, girl, like we moved on from the song, like don't air it. Like it's just like it's a bad dated interview. It's like if someone interviewed you like at that point, it's like 6 months, especially in like internet time, like girl, that's like, oh my
That's
God.
long. We've held like for a couple months when I was like pregnant, but 6 months, and that's a long time. 6
Right.
months is crazy.
It was like, yeah, I think I filmed in August, and like she was like, I'm gonna air this now in like mid-January or something.
Oh my gosh,
So it was like
okay.
practically like 6 months. And so it was like, scrap it, and she wouldn't scrap it, and I was like, girl, like
Oh, she said no?
She wouldn't. No, she ignored everyone's requests to scrap it. Like Madeline reached out, like, hey, like this actually can't go up
Really?
till a later date until like we like figure out like what the hell is going on in Harry
She's never
Landia.
responded.
Girl, she put it up, and it was just like. It was annoying because I was like, girl, I didn't give you a good interview. And so it's like,
Yeah, you
what are
weren't
you
part of it.
doing? I'm like, oh. Like, I like coming on here because, like, I feel like I can, like, be myself, obviously. Like, I come
Yeah,
on here
we
and I
love
say
you.
things and I'm like, oh, should I have said that? And I'm like, whatever. Like, the viewers of Just Trish get what I'm trying to
We
say.
have more on your team today. They'll be like clocking it for you, getting
Right.
their little notes and stuff like that. You've
Right.
expanded. That's
Oh,
congratulations.
yeah, the team is big now.
Yeah, we have 4 people here today.
Okay. One is Madeline, who's, like, been coming with
Yeah,
me to
of course.
everything.
No,
And then
see her
Emily, my
everywhere.
publicist.
Hi, this is
She
so
like
exciting.
loved it. That was so
Congrats.
funny because I'm like the worst. It's like literally like I'm the worst person to like have PR because like I literally just do things and I'm like, this is coming out today, and they're like, oh, okay.
Oh, like, right, you don't
Like,
get
I'm
that.
like-
You don't give enough
I
notice.
give like no notice.
That's
I'm
why
like,
your song's not blowing up. You got to tell
I
them, okay,
legit,
we're doing.
well, that's why. Like, it's part of the biggest reason why I hired them. Like, guys, like, I need you to help me with this.
Well,
'cause,
you
like,
need to give
I,
them
like-
some notice so they know how to
Oh
pump
no,
you
believe
up.
me, I
yeah.
have to give them notice for that. But like for everything else, like I literally said, I was like, they're like, do you want us to help and get involved with like the booking for Trish? I was like, no, I'll just text Oscar.
That is,
Yes.
Oscar's my PR. That's
true.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You're
so-
our only guest ever.
No, I literally like, guys, like this is the best show ever.
Oh my
Like
god.
this is the best show ever.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
No,
that.
this is
We
the
love
only-
you're the best guest ever. That's why you're back. I think you're our most recurring guest, probably.
Honestly, yeah, at this point,
3,
right?
at least 3.
I guess
Well,
you
yeah.
and Tana, yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
Right, yeah, Tana.
well, he's like also. I
Well,
mean, he's been
Barry
here 3
knows.
times, so it's like we're tied with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last time you came, you got us Build-A-Bear. We have our Axolotl Build-A-Bear
Oh my
right
god, I
here.
have to
Yeah.
get you something for the baby.
No, you don't have to. I was just saying, I know every
to.
time you come, you bring 10 Build-A-Bears
I
with
know,
you.
I have
You've
to.
done
I
enough.
know.
No,
Don't
no.
worry, we already thought about this yesterday, and I was sad Build-A-Bear was closed
Was it Why was it closed yesterday?
because we were gonna get there at like 7 p.m. because I spent all day doing like taxes. What else did I do yesterday? And then I took a meeting with my agents to like literally sit and cry about my music for like 5 hours.
And what did they say? What are the advice they give you?
They were literally just like, delay it as long as you need, which I was like, exactly.
Oh, that's nice,
No, it's
okay.
no, but it's literally that meme where it's like, it be too dumb telling each other exactly.
Exactly.
This
is
Exactly.
the
yeah.
program,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So
what
it's
it
like,
is.
I'm waiting for someone to tell me, yeah, you should delay it, so I can like delay it further.
Yeah,
I'm like, yippee.
I'm going to give you the opposite advice. I think you need to put it out ASAP, and you need to really get those sound promos. You need to
Right.
be like posting 5,000 times
Sing
a
it
day.
to Lady Gaga.
Sing it to Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Sing your song to everyone. Just keep singing the I'm Him song to everybody, and someone's going to be like, let's catch up on
Okay,
this, you know?
what like literally happened? I did like this whole promo, like I had this whole rollout plan, and then like I literally just like me and Madeline were like meh about it. Like it was just like
Why? You need to hype yourself up.
well, the thing is, like, it was just like the problem with like the release date too was like October 18th. Okay, like 2 weeks after that is Halloween, and then like right after that, everything just goes immediately Christmas. So it's like I'm not gonna promote like this like whole song, and then it's like Christmas.
Well, this is the time now. It's like spring, summer.
Oh, I know, yeah, but like even now, I'm like I have like a proper team now, so it's not
yeah,
like
they're helping you.
yeah, it's like I can like figure it out now. Because the thing is, like for me, it's all very like about like doing things digitally. Because even like when I do, and I'm definitely gonna like shoot myself in the mouth when I say this. She's like, oh God.
In the mouth or the foot?
The foot, whatever.
Okay, the mouth is crazy.
I always get scared to do traditional interviews, like press written interviews, because like I feel like I'll give a good interview and then like I'll read it and I'm like, oh my God, you're like the worst person ever. Like holy
About yourself?
Yes, I'm like, wait, I'm like, you literally sound like insufferable. Like if I read this, if I like, because the thing is, you have to read the interview as if it's not yourself, because like if you're like a random person on the internet who doesn't like know the context, so it's like they're always very high stress for me. So I love coming on a podcast because it's a lot more difficult for things to get taken out of context because like well, there's surrounding footage.
Yeah, no, definitely in a print interview they can spin it whichever way. You know, they take like little clips of what you said and they'll spin it. But here, you're just yourself and people love you on here.
Yeah,
well,
like,
I'm excited to see you in New York next week. This is
I'm so excited.
exciting.
I literally when I didn't go to Broadway, I was devastated.
I know. Well, we didn't have access. Like, we weren't controlling that. We had, like, producers that were controlling tickets.
No,
and, like, but I wanted you. That's what I literally said before you came. I was so sad because you always are so supportive when I come to the shows and at Wicked and anything like that. So
I was just, like, happy to see you do it. And, like, I loved the live stream. And it was incredible.
Oh, you watched the live stream? Thank you. Yeah, I love New York. I love it. I'm so excited to be back. Like, I really do love it.
It's like you're home away from home.
Yeah, I would love to come there, like, more full, like, at least like, more full-time, part-time. You know what I mean?
Are you
like,
going to Broadway show? Not Broadway show. Radio City show.
No, I can't commute right now because I have a back injury, so I am stationary.
God.
Yeah.
You know what I found out recently? Yeah, actually, you know what I got? And this, like, literally is not, like, okay, I like literally I sit on my phone all day and I go to a chiropractor and
I saw that on your close friends story actually.
Yeah. my chiropractor is my favorite person on the planet. Like I literally she tells me everything I want to hear about like how horrible my body is. She's like, yeah, you have the body of like an 80-year-old. I was like,
you're 21. You look so good.
No, it's like I look fine, but like I'm hunched over all the time on my phone being like. And so because of that, like it screwed up my shoulders and neck. But now I keep getting ads on my For You page of like TikTok shop like neck massagers. And I just bought one. So it's like, I get you. It's like, I like literally can't sit in like certain positions for like certain prolonged periods of time.
Yeah, it's good that you're correcting it now though. Because by the time you're my age, I look at Harry like a little me a lot of the times too. I'm like, it's just my little brother Harry.
Yeah. No, you do. Oscar loves you. I love you too. But Oscar's like, Harry's back in town again. You can always text me too. I know we have like group chats and stuff like that.
I know. I always get scared to text you because I'm like, I know she's busy. I'm like, girl, she's like a mother of like 2, almost 3 now.
I am busy these days, but I'm still down for a text. And I am the worst texter. I will never text back. But yeah.
No, you're so fat. You're 10 times better than I.
You have like 10 group chats going.
I have like 2,000 unread text messages right now, guys.
Oh, wow, that would bother me. Oh my God, 2,000's crazy.
I'll get to you when I get to you.
Exactly.
At least for us, you're always.
Yeah, you're on it.
No, I'm prompt with you guys, but like a lot of times Madeline will be like, hey, did you see this? I'm like, no. Literally yesterday, I was reaching out because I'm supposed to do this interview at Coachella with like paper or something. And anyway,
fun.
Emily literally texted me. She's one of my publicists and she texted me. She's like, hey, like this is the journalist. And I literally replied, I was like, who's the journalist? And she was like, and she repeated herself. I was like, sorry.
The journalist texted you. I've done that faux pas many times.
She texted me who the journalist was going to be. And I was like, oh, okay. Do you know who the journalist is going to be?
I see. Oh, it wasn't the journalist texting you.
It was like Emily. Okay. Yeah, it was like Emily and Madeline. They were like, okay, yeah, you have this interview with who? I was like,
that's not bad. At least it wasn't the journalist. I've had that happen for sure. Where it's like someone, I'm like, who the F is this person? Like, it's actually me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, I'm really someone who's like, I need to see a visual of the person first because like, I'm so bad at recognizing people, which is funny because that's my whole job. Right. But it's like, I have to know who's who, but it's like, girl, I have the worst facial blindness. I DM'd someone recently and I was like, hey, like I'm coming to LA, like we should go out. And they're like, we've met. I was like, it's like who are you? And they were like, we've met multiple times. Ooh. I was like, whoops.
I'm the same way. It's hard out there. You know what hot topic we forgot? I know we're like running out of time. We forgot the JoJo Siwa make you work hot topic.
Oh yeah.
Was that a hot topic or we just talked about it?
I just saw it right before we started though, but I didn't see the full because it was a preview for that.
Oh, I saw that.
Did you see?
I saw something about it, but then I didn't click on it. You know what's like I was like
saw it but didn't click on it. Yeah.
I was like
JoJo's in Celebrity Big Brother right now. Have you been watching?
No, but I've heard about this, and like I saw the promo ad for her. I was like, Queen. That's the thing about JoJo Siwa. I love JoJo Siwa because
love her.
Okay, like, is she a friend of the show or no?
I think so. I like her. I've always defended her.
Trisha is banned from the JoJo Siwa Now podcast, but
Yeah.
it is there's an open invitation to just Trish.
I love her. I do love her. Yeah, she banned me, but here she comes.
I'm trying to think. Who do I literally? Oh my god! You know who I keep meaning to do this podcast. I keep meaning to go on the Abby Lee Miller podcast. I love Abby Lee Miller.
Okay,
Problematic
that
fave.
one definitely not friend of the show.
Not friend of the show at all. I think Abby Lee Miller is like she's like iconic. Like, you know, there's so many moments that's like love her, hate her, like girl with the bad haircut. I know you know.
Of course, I know.
Don't you think it's a little bit of child humiliation / child abuse?
Like
A grown woman making fun of a child's haircut.
Like, yeah, but it was really funny
Problematic fave.
regardless.
Problematic
Like,
fave.
okay, like she's my problematic fave. Like, we all have
Wild
them.
take, Harry, but
Abby Lee
okay.
Miller, no, it
Outcast 'cause
definitely
you're
is.
young.
Abby Lee Miller, like she's like that's the thing about entertainers. Like, they don't have to like. I feel like it's like you have to be entertaining. That's the job, and I'm like she keeps us on our toes.
Do you know Mickey Rourke?
I know of him. I know, wasn't he in like The Wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went into the Celebrity Big Brother house. He's going in tonight, and he gets talking to for being homophobic towards JoJo Siwa. I saw the clip where she's doing the conga line. She tells him to come in and join the conga line, and he said something like, "Oh, so you're like," she's like, you have a girlfriend?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, if I stay in this house longer than 4 weeks, you won't be gay anymore." And she goes, "No, I will be gay. I'm in a happy relationship." And then he proceeds to go, "I'm voting the lesbian out." And she goes, "You can't say that. It's homophobic." So then Big Brother has a talking to him and Big, "This is homophobic." And everyone's like, "Yeah, you can't say that." And then he says, "I need a FAG." And they're like, "You can't say that either." And he's like, "No, a cigarette." But he was obviously referring to JoJo. So he's getting canceled for being homophobic. And yeah, it's in the news right now. It's a hot topic.
Well,
Thoughts?
that's why he lost the Oscar.
Period. Ended homophobia with that. I
That's
love
he
it.
lost not only he lost the Oscar.
This Oscar.
Me? Yeah.
He lost
sure.
2 Oscars.
2
That's true.
Oscars. I love that you know The Wrestler. That's so
Yeah,
long ago.
I'm super into like cinema. Yeah,
You were
but
on the
it's,
Substance really early. Like, you knew from the jump.
oh my god,
You really?
He was at the premiere.
My
He
close
was
friend
on it, yeah.
stories about it.
The Harry Daniels close friend story. That's where I get all my tea.
I went on the close friend story, and oh my god, I literally remember when the Substance got nominated for Best Picture. I legit remember I gave this interview to this one publication, and I was at the premiere, and they were like asking me all these questions. They're like, "So why are you here?" And I was like, "Well, I actually I love going to for me, I love going to premieres because I mean we've talked about this a million times. I will forever be fanned out.
Yeah,
like I will forever
same.
I'm not even kidding you. Like, I talk about this every 5 seconds, how much I love Ice Spice. She was at my friend's birthday party recently, and I met her, and I legit was like, it was like word vomit. I was like, "You don't know what you mean to me." And she was like, "What?" Because it's like, it's Ice Spice.
She wasn't like holding your hands, being like, "Thank you."
No, she was really nice. She's like, "Thank you so much." But I was like,
okay.
like I was literally acting like I was
You're
meeting Princess
good.
Diana.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
kind
like,
of is our modern day queen. Yeah.
yeah, like that literally is my Princess Diana.
Oh, I love
But-
Ice Spice too. No,
Right.
that's what your charm. You're 21. You're a fan of these people. Like, you know, I love that too. I love fanning out to people. That's like the best. I think if I could sing to anyone, I'd sing to My Chemical Romance. They're doing a.
Yes.
Do you know them?
Yeah, I love My Chemical Romance.
Have you ever
kidding?
sang?
No, I want to sing to Gerard Way. Can we go together?
Can you tell me how? Like, they're
I
going to be at the
got you.
Dodger Stadium. They're doing a stadium tour this
Why did I
year.
think it was gonna be the Forum?
He was at the
Dodgers?
Forum
Oh,
a
yeah,
couple
I
years
missed
ago,
it.
but now they're doing Dodgers this year.
Oh my God,
And so
famous.
find a way for us to sing to him for sure.
Let me see what I can do.
Okay. I love
Like,
that you
take
love
notes,
that.
Emily.
Yeah, look at you. I'm proud of you as like a young Gen Zer to know this. That's so exciting.
I love all of that stuff. I think it's great. I literally was actually going through my expenses ironically, and I found I'd sold a My Chemical Romance vinyl because like I was downsizing my collection because guys last year like I was so broke. I'm not even gonna like sit and lie, like guys I was so
Yeah.
broke last year because like I was like literally burning money because like I had to like if I wanted to like when I lost money on Coachella last year because like I got
It
paid to
happens.
go, but it was like what I got paid wasn't enough to cover everything.
Tana's not going for this year for that reason. She's like, it's so expensive. She's
It's
like,
really expensive, and it's like they were really stingy with brand deals this year. So it's like everyone
Damn.
gets paid to go usually, but this year no one got paid to go. So it's like they
We're all
cracked
skipping
down.
it.
Right.
well, you're not you. You're gonna go.
I mean,
But you're gonna
I
lose
have-
the money again.
Right. No, I
Okay.
this time
You're gonna make it.
I
Oh, you have
make
the
money
revolve
this year.
deal. Yeah, you have that.
Yeah,
going.
but like I was like literally bleeding money last year, and so I was literally had to sell my vinyls to like make up for things because I collect vinyl too.
Oh, I didn't know.
And so the first time I came here, I came with like a rare like
Idol.
vinyl.
I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
love it. Yeah. Well, when you meet the weekend, he's probably gonna do press for his new movie.
Oh my god, we were literally on the way here. We were just texting about it. We are like, how can we get involved with that? But you know what I really want to do? Not even the weekend, Jenna Ortega, because of the video of her
Yeah.
being like, "You're gay." No, actually, oh yeah, I am happy.
She did that?
Do you know what? I have to pull this up. And it's in my... Where's my phone?
Oh my gosh, I need to see.
It's in my recent texts. I'm not even kidding you. Because Madeline reached out.
Was she young when she said it?
Yeah, she was like...
A child. I love that.
God, how old was she? I'm like...
You're right, I am happy.
It's my favorite video. I'm like, how many... Yeah.
Would you recreate it with her? I love that you
Of
have this pulled up.
course.
Let's see.
Yo, could you imagine how crazy my English accent
This is my For You page.
Oh.
is? Yeah, I am very happy.
Oh, period.
That's what gay means, by the way. There's 2 different meanings
Oh,
of gay.
not the explanation after.
That is so Trish going.
I love it. I love it. I think
I-
that's the best ending to this interview in the whole world. I know. I love you so much.
I love you.
And I'm very excited to see you in New York. I can't wait to
Yes,
see your
I'll see you next
Coachella.
week. Oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah,
so
it's
excited.
going to be just a whirlwind of fun. And thank you for always being supportive of our podcast.
Dude, oh my God. Knowing me, I'll be back in like a month.
Yeah, when
front
you come
lines.
back, text us. Text
got
Oscar.
you.
I'm a bad texter. Oscar is on it. He's on the beat. So.
Yeah, if I ever need to get anything related to Just Trish, I go through Oscar. But if I ever
That's
need to get
so
anything to you, I'm
funny.
like, all right. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you can always text me. I do try to text you back. I always try to text you because you're always
no,
so
I-
cool. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
sweet.
Not everyone I text back, so.
I'm honored.
All right, you guys. Harry Daniels will be everywhere. He'll be at Coachella this week. He'll be at my show, Radio City Music Hall, next week. And we love you so much. Shout out Barry for being here, and shout out you for living the dream. Everyone's fan. Number one fan. We love it.
I'm literally your number one fan. I'm both of your number one.
Thank
I'm
you.
Moses' number one fan,
Oh
too.
wow, everybody's all right. We'll
Yeah.
see you.
I'm not
We'll
gonna
see you
super fan.
soon.
I'll see you soon.